Hello, everyone, and welcome to this evening's presentation from Tabletop Role-Playing Theater. I am Dungeon Master Bethany, and all below and around and above and behind me you will see I almost want to say victims for what's about coming, but we'll say players for
Jesus.
Tonight's episode of The Land of Dark Dreams.
Way too eager.
I play victim.
For those of you who have not played with us before, this is a D&D stream, but TTRP Theater hosts a variety of fun stuff, Dungeons & Dragons being just one of many. We also have showings of Cult Divinity Lost and The Curse of Strahd, which has been on a little bit of a delay, but we're coming back onto it. It's coming. We'll get there. Some difficulties getting some schedules, but we'll be back for that. If you are watching us in the future on YouTube, please check out our other episodes. If you have not watched our other episodes, please watch our other episodes. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to have a conversation with us or any other cast members or other games that we are participant in, find us on Discord. We're all there waiting for you. There will be no Tabletop Roleplay Theater presentations for this game on the next Wednesday. That will be Thanksgiving, because it's Thanksgiving and I won't be here. Nobody plays without the DM.
Truth.
At least not this game. Other than that, I don't think I have much in the way of announcements. Do you guys have anything for them?
My dog peed on my carpet.
In other news, water wet.
I think you have to eat it now.
So is the carpet.
The dog or the carpet?
Both?
What?
That's all I got.
Good to know for that status update. We'll put that on the media. All right. Hashtag dog peed on carpet.
Again.
Looking forward to see you tonight's episode of The Land of Dark Dreams. And welcome back. So, where we last left off, Mist Fortune, our champions of Orchards River. Your journey through the swamps of Edania have proven unusually fruitful. You found yourself standing before a pocket in time, before a shattered library. The conversation with the wraith-like entities revealed a few interesting facts. Kevin's name is Lord Sunsworn, implying that he was, at some point, a living being. Very likely an elf, given that ostentatious style.
Accurate.
The atropal beasts were not exclusively undead. Many of them were, in fact, monstrosities, something you discovered as they besieged this time-warped library as you actively worked to defend it, and the prize within. A seed, as it was described, a catalyst for magic that could conceivably work as a reagent to craft spells beyond the Ninth Circle, a phrase the Wraith called God magic. When the battle was done, Kevin absorbed some sort of energy from that seed and realized he had a newfound power, the ability to see into the past, into specific moments in time. With these events complete, you continue your journey northwards towards the ruins of Talonwalk. Along the way, you investigated the decaying remains of a giant owl, only to be ambushed by a monstrous frog demon creature of some kind that spat a vile poison. Though you defeated it, you were promptly set upon by a contingent of elves, presumably members of the Tiri Couture, the group that you have been looking for. You had a terse conversation with this band's leader, an elf named Killier, before embarking on their owls northwards towards Starsong Hill. So, let us begin. The giant owls are silent as they wing through the gloom, apparently able to navigate effortlessly through the darkness. Your elf escorts are also silent, aside from sometimes pointing out a dimly glimpsed landscape far below from time to time. Before long, you reach your destination. Rising from the marsh is a low hill of solid ground, encircled by a thick ring of trees. Dozens of pinpoints of light dot the hill, small lanterns filled with fireflies. About to sneeze and it won't come out. Hate that. Each hanging from a tree platform or the upper reaches of a conical tent. Many elves silently emerge to watch you as you fly overhead. Killier produces a sleek silver horn from some sort of saddlebag and blows one long sound that echoes over the region. Near the hill's peak stand 3 large trees, and built into their bows are wooden structures. One glows softly with luminescence of its own and seems to be a temple. Another looks to be some sort of public building or town hall. The third, and your destination as your owls swiftly descend closer to it, is the smallest of the 3, a cozy-looking house set above a large pool. Somebody's got a pupper.
Oh, is my mic still on?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going through my Yeti. I apologize profusely. I'll fix that real quick.
You always a pupper.
Yeah.
Your owls descend, fitfully landing on a outcropping platform, almost like a balcony, one at a time, where each of you are promptly, though politely, escorted off your owls. And within a minute, you are all standing on the balcony with Killier at your side, who will then speak. Inside, please. In a very terse, gruff appearance. Well, he will gesture towards a almost like a translucent curtains in a puppy that I could still hear.
I'm sure. Can I mute myself somehow?
Nope.
Mute yourself
Shift
through
A.
Just yeah.
self in Zoom.
A pair of almost translucent and yet not silver sheened curtains that are parted slightly to reveal a very tiny and cozy little room. There is a small hearth by a fire that emits no heat, only light. Sitting in front of this fire are 2 chairs, both of which are facing it. And in them are 2 different individuals. Waiting inside is a very wise-looking and ancient elf. She wears flowing gold and green robes, and her hair is braided around a complex headdress made of wicker and wood. She stands next to a much younger female elf in plain brown and green robes, who looks to have been very red in the face, tears streaking down her eyes. The younger elf is seated in the wicker chair, and the standing elf indicates nearby chairs for you, as if they seem to almost shimmer into existence, some sort of conjuration spell. Behind you, Killier takes a silent stance near the curtains as if to block entrance or exit. The elder elf says nothing and only seems to be appraising you, her hand outspoken for you to sit.
Roman's
I
gonna
sit.
kind of poke the chair first to make sure it's actually real.
Very solid. It's almost like poking a pillow. It's fluffy but firm at the same time.
And I'll just sit down.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
take a
sit
seat
down too.
afterwards.
Tempest will sit down as well.
Can I still be heard?
Yes, now you
Yeah.
can be heard.
I'm still fixing audio issues.
Okay.
All right, I will sit down.
Beth, could you post the time resonance thing? I don't see it anywhere.
I thought I gave it to you yesterday. Did I not give it to you?
I was looking for it in
Posted it
the...
in chat.
Yeah, I thought it was in chat.
Is it in chat?
Probably lost up in the battles. I'll give it to you in just a little bit.
Okay.
Or like, no, wait, it's in your it was in your character sheet. You remade
Yeah,
it.
I accidentally character manced and got rid of everything.
I found it. Send it to you right now.
Okay.
Gracias.
As you all sit, she will then smile very politely, great curls of wrinkles going up into her face. I am Celeria Starsinger, speaker for the Tiricator, she says, indicating to the second elf nearby with a hand outstretched. This is High Singer Tralara Nightshadow. We do not often see strangers in our homeland. What brings you to these fens?
Have you guys noticed a lot of hobgoblins to the west?
Just out of curiosity.
The hobgoblins are a unique threat that we have found out about. Yes, we are aware of their existence. You would also be interested to know that they are also here in some size.
Oh, look, we were right about them being here. Isn't that cool, Kevin? We were right.
I was saying they were here.
I thought you said they weren't. Okay.
Well, we decided to come up here because we're trying to help the human settlements down south prepare for the worst of them down in Crimson Witch. We came up here to see if we could enlist your aid.
I dare not.
Maybe.
The beasts in the old ruins of Talonwalk have grown numerous. If they were driven out, perhaps something could be arranged.
What kind of creatures are we talking about? Was it the same as those that reside in the swamps?
That is something new, as her face kind of curls. We have only seen a few of them over the last few weeks. And she almost puts a hand on the elf who seems to be crying. Poor Lanakar was the first of us to fall to one. Our high priest claims that they have ties to the infernal. Until today, none of the beasts have been sighted far from the Talonwalk. It seems obvious that the ruins' new tenants have something to do with them. They are not many, but they are strong. Your Red Hand. Their leader is a cruel and clever goblin chief. They have claimed several buildings near the center of the ruins. The thing that worries me the most is the dragon.
Oh, another dragon.
We are quite good at killing those now.
Do you know what color it is?
We have seen the beast in the skies. It has not attacked any of our encampments, yet I fear it is simply biding its time. The dragon is black, and not quite as large as one of our giant owls.
Oh, guys, remember when we killed that black dragon and it had like a brother?
I do indeed remember that.
Did you ever hear the dragon's name?
Regiriax.
Does that ring a bell?
That's it.
That is it. It's right there in my notes. Duskbringer's younger brother is Regiriax.
What I was afraid of.
When did all of these? When did the dragon get more aggressive recently?
You actually only recently appeared within the last couple of months.
Oh, months ago. Okay.
Tempest, it's not our fault just because we killed Duskbringer. Now that we know what we know about the Red Hand, it's safe to assume that Duskbringer was already working with the Red Hand.
I will let you know this. And she almost seems to sit down in her chair. When they arrived, we sensed an evil with them. Something not related to the dragons. It sealed itself off. We haven't been able to sense it since. but we think they possess something dark, something old.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think we've had those suspicions as well, haven't we?
Do you have any theories what it might be?
Not. Only that it is older than us.
And
And how
How old are you?
Hmm. Kevin, it's not really polite to ask a woman her age.
I am 1,304 years of age.
That is quite old.
do I remember her?
She was old when you were.
I know.
She predates majority of anybody ever. Let's put it that way. But no, you do not have a specific memory of Celeria Starsinger.
Well, our reason for coming up here is pretty blatant and obvious. I imagine you can see right through us. The Red Hand is marching east. They plan on marching on Orchards River and even farther, eventually arriving on Crimson Witch. The plan seems to be as simple as orchestrating as much of a defense for Crimson Witch as we can manage. We have time to do that, and if you want our help in order to gain your support, then that seems a reasonable request.
indeed, and not only that, it would also benefit us too if we've already dealt with one of their dragons, and dealing with another might definitely deal another crippling blow to them.
And getting another lieutenant dead.
Well, from what we've heard of Juriax, I believe we've actually already dealt with 2 of them with Duskbringer.
Indeed. Sounds like he was saying he was laying the groundwork there, I assume.
So then this would be a third one, but still, it would help cripple the Red Hand and possibly weaken their, their presence in the area.
Indeed it would.
I mean, I'm perfectly okay with starting to get a reputation for being a dragon slayer.
Until a bigger dragon shows up.
You know, and then we just slay it.
There's always a bigger dragon.
You are quite optimistic today, Tempest.
I'm optimistic all the time. I don't know what you're talking about, Kevin.
Inside check.
You are our guests. So long as you remain so, we will assist you. If you need healing, you should seek out Snow Mantle at the temple. If you wish to trade, simply to ask. Beyond this, there's little I can offer. I must keep our defenses focused at home. If the menace within the Talon Walk were driven out, I think we can perhaps spare some aid to the humans to the south. Perhaps some owl riders. Maybe even owls for you to assist you on your journey across the Vale. As it seems, you have an issue with time.
That would be greatly appreciated.
That would definitely assist us.
Yes, we do only have 32 days until the goblins arrive.
Wasn't that... Is that still the case? Has it been 5 days?
It's been 8 days.
Sorry, I got a little bit lost there with all that, time wibbly-wobbly thing. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey things.
Well, they have me sold.
God damn it,
getting an
Tempest.
owl.
Before we get sued by BBC, perhaps this conversation should be taken elsewhere. You all look tired and have had a long few days. I apologize for the cutness in Killia's behavior. He takes our defense quite seriously, to which the elf behind just kind of grunts.
That's quite understandable,
He seems like a very good guardsman.
specifically around these times.
She will then rest a hand on the girl to her left shoulder. Trilara here was the brother of the elf you found. And then she will then look up at all of you. Did you find anything of his?
I did, actually. And very carefully, Cerulean will take his cloak out that he folded right before the end of last session, and he'll go to stand to see if it's he's allowed.
Trilara will stand up and walk towards you and hold her hands out.
He'll extend the cloak out to her.
Did the band survive? Very small jade.
I believe your guard or killer took it.
And she'll look to Killer, who will then, oh, right, I forgot I had that. Puts it in, pulls out a pouch and hands it to her, and she will then look at all of you. There will be a funeral ceremony tomorrow morning. You all were the last ones to see him. I know you is not your culture or your place, but if you wish to attend, it would be well received within this community.
I'd be honored to.
I think we can definitely do that.
And then she'll look towards Tempest specifically and kind of curls her face, looking at the bow on your back before she looks at the rest of you. Thank you. And she will go back and sit next to Celeri and just seems to be staring at the tokens you have given to her. Thank you for assisting us against slaying the Harrow Blade. If you need us, let us know. But you are free to move about the hill for the remainder of the evening. And she will stand up and gesture to a nearby set of curtains that flourish open, revealing a set of stairs that go down.
Good. All right. I'll start walking towards the stairs.
Yeah. Are there any guards at the door or like the bottom of the steps or anything?
Yes.
I'm just going to kind of nudge one as I get to the bottom and just ask, if I'm looking to do any trading or anything, is there a place you can put me to?
Well, it depends on the trading you wish to do. What do you seek?
Anything that helps me kill a dragon. I got gold.
If you wish for healing supplies, speak to Ilian Snowmantle. If you wish for weapons and armaments, you may speak to Killier. Though he is upstairs, I think he can navigate you to the best place for the armory.
Noted.
I'll be the last person out and just kind of glance back. You said her eyes lingered on me and the bow.
She did.
Okay. I'll just kind of granted like an inquisitive look, but I get the feeling we're being escorted out, so I'm gonna just.
They're not following you. They're watching you.
Mm.
You are free to roam about the town as you see fit.
I'll stop 23 when we get outside the room. 23, speaking of trading, I no longer need these, and I'll hand him the bracers of defense. Like, I will trade you these for however much money I paid you for these.
Well, I have 1,000 gold.
Close enough for now.
All right.
That's an unusual feeling, Kevin being owed money.
Yeah, that's weird.
Bracers of defense.
Literally just finished paying those off, and then they updated Warforged.
Mm-hmm.
It's like wrecking your car the day after it's paid off.
I think actually technically still owed a little bit of money to Tempest.
Say again?
Didn't I owe you like didn't you pitch in like 140 for those?
It was like, yeah, I think it was just say 100. I think.
You see yourself standing amidst a series of tall boughs, trees that extend almost, you'd swear, past the point of visibility in the gloom. But you can make out the faint lights within. You can see stairways ascending any number of nearby trees, but what stands out more grandois,
Why not?
a very neat-looking building,
Bigly.
is almost like a marble temple of white stone, polished and clean, with vines encroaching it. You can see standing out front is a statue of a very broad-shouldered elf with flowing robes and vividly blue eyes, intricately detailed, carved with almost looks like lightning bolts across its wrist.
Do any of us recognize this figure?
Make a religion check.
Oh, crud. Kevin, you religious bastard, you.
Why did I roll twice?
This is the image of Glondinal, the arch-patron of pretty much every deity and the founder of magic and the god of elves.
I didn't know that.
He is the deity from which all other deities sprang.
Like how a bunch of other gods came out of Zeus's thigh or whatever.
More like the way at least the stories say is he was the first, and as he forged, his attention can only be on so many things at so many times, so he created different aspects of himself to help create existence. Is where the other gods came from.
Which of the other gods? All of them?
All
Oh.
of them. Yep. Good and
Oh.
bad. He created them. Although they were not all bad at the time.
I'll just kind of... I guess Kevin's explaining this to us. Thanks, Kevin. I'll take off my bow and just be like, huh. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You
Tempest,
feel
he
a
cannot
sense
hear
of
you. He's a
acknowledgement.
statue.
I didn't hear what Beth said.
You feel a sense of acknowledgement.
I'll be like, Kevin, I think they do hear us. They're like, they're up there. Isn't that how that works?
I have never met a god. Do not
You
know
just-
if you walk straight up if you would find one, but
You had so much information about that one though, just right now. Just happened.
historical information. Not his address.
1400, I'm running away.
Oh, I like that. All right, moving on.
Where would you all like to go?
I'm gonna go back. I'm still concerned about the look she gave me and the bow. It's interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull Renard aside.
Roman, were you wanting to grab some supplies?
Got cash burning a hole in my pocket. Just kind of figure I should check out the shop, see if there's anything useful for us.
Mind
Did
if
you
I go
pay-
along?
Sure.
Did you pay me the 100 gold, Kevin, or was that just you asking if you owed it to me?
I had not had money to pay you yet, so that debt is now transferred.
Okay, cool. Just
You were the
checking.
next person to pay.
Woo. Cool. All right.
The temple, as you speak, you see an almost completely bald, shaven elf in the same blue robes, almost like the same lightning bolt tattoos across his arms and across his head. And we look at all of you. Welcome to the Temple of Glondonal. I am Ilian Snowmantle. You are the travelers from the south. I have heard of you. Welcome. And he'll bow his head. What can I do for you?
Well, I was talking to some people. They said you'd be the man to talk to if I needed any healing.
Indeed. We can provide healing for you at little charge. If you wish to have potions or things of that regard, we have them available, in addition to scrolls of some degree.
What kind of scrolls do you have?
And then he will show you a catalog.
The ye old elven catalog.
Sky Mall!
Shopping montage.
It's definitely the best way to do it. Just give us a catalog.
Been a while since we've had one.
Oh, I'm not there.
Oh, I should get potion of water breathing.
Yeah.
You don't have to breathe!
I could. Well, then I can breathe. I can breathe water if I get that.
But you know that.
You're
It's a
not
choi-
wrong.
Breathing is a choice, guys.
For some of us, it is. I can actually just hold my breath forever.
I'll look over to Lee and what do you think? Don't know what lesser restoration does. It sounds good. Should I get that?
It's actually really, really useful. If anyone is poisoned or even like if they just can't move or something like that, that can just get rid of it. I had it for a little bit, but I decided I want to learn something different, so
I also have that spell.
it's quite useful.
Well, if you have it, I won't buy it. There's no point.
Well, I mean, it's nice to have something like that on your person. Just you never know.
Well, I'll grab us both the greater healing potions. So it's 300.
Right.
I'll grab 2 regulars as well, so it's 2, 2. So it's 400.
Okay.
I'll take the spell scroll of Dispel Magic.
Okay. As you all are shopping and buying things, you are pulled aside right now.
So, we're fighting another dragon.
Yes, another dragon we are indeed fighting. Looks like it, at least.
I feel like we actually have time to strategize against it this time, instead of just getting thrown into a fight.
Truth be told, we've had time to strategize the past 2 dragons, but I can understand the point of planning.
Well, do we know the exact... How much do you know of this dragon? Do you know if it's older than its brother or what?
If memory serves, Vajirax was younger than Duskbringer. We thought Duskbringer was much older than he was, but we just turned out to be wrong about that. We know it's a black dragon, so acid is something we should definitely be prepared for. We know that from experience.
Do you have any spells that could possibly anticipate such an event?
Not on a large scale, I'm afraid. There are magics to do it, not magics that I know. I can protect myself, and imagine Kevin can do much the same, but there's not much I could do to protect the others, I'm afraid.
Oh, I mean, we did encounter something. Another aspect is when we encountered the last... Oh god, I don't even remember what the dragons... The green one. The green one. Sure.
Ozorandian?
Ozorandian.
Ozzy
I got it.
Osbourne.
That's incorrect.
We did deal with its almost attempted escape. I feel like something that could help ground it would also be beneficial.
Grounding would be very important. That is part of the reason that I've gone about learning certain spells. If a dragon were to try and fly away from you, 23, do you feel like you would be the type of sort who would be willing to chase it down?
If I could catch it.
What if I could make that happen? What if I could make you fly?
If eyes could get wide from a robot, they would get wide. Yes, that'd be beneficial.
I certainly don't have any desire to go chasing after a dragon, considering my current state. You'd be far more suited to take it down than I would, and, well, it would be much easier for me to hide away on the battlefield while you're chasing it down than me. Admittedly, you shouldn't have to worry about falling. So if you were to be knocked unconscious and lose track of yourself, you'd still hover there a little bit, but at the very least, it shouldn't cause any untoward benefits. Be very useful. I was also hoping to prepare some of this time and see what I couldn't find to prepare more spells. I meant to catch up with the others as they went shopping, but they seem to have got ahead of me as I'm lost in thought, dealing with the fact that we have yet another dragon, and if I had to guess, one of the worm lords to deal with. We've dealt with both of them, but we haven't dealt with both of them at the same time. This is going to be complicated.
Interesting to say the least.
Yes.
So what, in your professional opinion then, what would be your priority then, the wormlord or the dragon?
I could not begin to answer that. If I were to say one and then the other brings something to the table I wouldn't expect, then I might feel guilty. We've encountered spellcasters, many of them already, and they may have multiple of those in their number. I would very much not like to get the group fireballed multiple times. Spreading out against the dragon is always important, and if they're going to be using multiple area of effect casters, then spreading out is even more important. As dangerous as that may seem, as there's only one of us in this group that seems to be able to take care of anyone, but that's the decision that we've kind of got ahead of us now.
Well, with that being said then, stay apart, and then if the Wormlord casts magic, target the Wormlord.
That seems like a safe decision, though a dragon is always a threat. If we could find a way to lock down the Wormlord so he couldn't be very effective while we killed the dragon, that would be ideal.
Well, if I could get within close of a Wormlord, I imagine I could keep him locked down, but not so much dragon. Or unless there's magic that you or Kevin or Roman has, or Cerulean.
At this point, I would have imagined that Roman and Cerulean would have come back from the temple with their gear.
Oh, that was fast.
Hello.
Yeah, just grab some potions, and he grabbed a scroll, I think.
A what?
Spell scroll.
Oh, I thought you said a squirrel.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Squirrel.
I don't suppose you managed to pick one up for me for helping save Cerulean in that last fight, did you?
I grabbed 4. I technically could go back and get more. I figured I'll give a greater to 23, and I was like, past that, I just figured I'd hold one because I can get around pretty quick. Probably don't need one for you, Lee, because you can do healing yourself, and the other two are kind of fair game.
Well,
Good.
being able to hold on to one so somebody can help Cerulean. Him going down and not being able to help anyone certainly doesn't help any of us.
Yeah, I've noticed that people are kind of going after me a bit more. I think people are starting to know what I can do.
Have you ever considered just being invisible for long periods of time?
I don't have the spell for that. I'm hoping that maybe I can learn it at some point. We'll have to see.
In the meantime, you should probably have a healing potion somewhere that we all know where it's at, so we don't have to try and search it for. Well, if you ever go down again.
I could probably keep one on my belt. That's probably the easiest place to find it.
Fair enough.
Very well.
Here, how about this? I'll give Renard a regular healing potion, and then I'll just say, is Kevin and Tempest both here?
Yeah, Tempest went upstairs. I don't know where Kevin went.
I think it was with us because he was talking with us when we were at the temple.
Yeah, I think Kevin's with you guys.
Then yes.
Oh, I have my mic muted. Yeah, I was with the shopping group.
Okay.
I think I'm the only one who's separate right now.
So I'll hold up the last grader. I'm like, I guess I'll. Well, Tempest isn't here, so there you go. I'll give it to Kevin.
Renard, when you write down scrolls in your spellbook, do they just vanish off the scroll once it's done?
Yes, unfortunately, the act of practicing the scroll magic, it disintegrates the scroll.
Okay, that's what I figured, because I was going to see if you could at least write down this and take some of the scrolls again, and then I can use it later, but if that's the case, then maybe it's best for me to hold it. It's dispel magic. It might come in handy at some point.
Oh, well, actually, the book from the Hobgoblin Caster, that spell is in her book already.
Oh, perfect. Well, then I guess I'll just keep this, just in case.
It would be great for a rainy day, yes.
You'll put it away. So what are we doing?
Planning. I wish I'd done a bit of shopping first. Actually,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to go shopping while you handle that.
Meanwhile, what are you doing? Tempest, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Kevin.
Those names are even slightly related.
I'm deaf, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna. The guards, I guess, don't stop me. I'm just gonna kind of head back upstairs. Not really like subtly, just kind of just nodding at everyone like, "Hey, y'all, how you doing?" Just kind of gonna. Is she still up there?
Yeah.
Okay. I just walk up to her and be like, ma'am, I noticed you seem to recognize this weapon. And I'll kind of take it off and just kind of hand it out to her, just let her see it if she wants to.
Celeria will then smile. Of course, I grabbed it.
Oh, well, for starters, thank you. It's been very, very helpful. It's slain at least helped slay a dragon.
The woman who it was designed for was from this tribe.
She must have been quite the warrior.
She was the best of all of us, and then many more.
Is this something you all would like returned to the tribe?
It is not ours, it is Vasilia's. And as to where she is, only the gods can say. She vanished a very long time ago.
Where did she disappear?
When?
When/where, yeah.
As to where, we don't know. When? Before the calamity. She was...
Oh.
Before that. Years before that.
No word from... I'm sorry to hear that. But,
A lot of us were. It's sad to see your brightest vanish without a thought.
yes, I can see what that would be.
That weapon, it's unique.
How
And I can
so?
tell that its powers have not been unlocked.
I sense that about it. It's it definitely has a spirit to it almost.
It does. It was used for so long by its predecessor. I guess some of her spirits probably imbued itself to it. If that could be unlocked, its power could be enhanced.
Well, I've tried. I'm not particularly good at attuning to such spiritual things, but I'm trying to make myself more open to it.
The aspect of Vasilia is one of unique traits. I think I can best describe her with one phrase.
Yeah.
There was a time when the humans needed our help, and she responded to them with, "There are no pacts between lions and men." She was brilliant. She was strong, but she was not a generous creature.
I can understand that, I think. She sounds like a wonderful woman. I wish I could have met her. Well, I didn't want to keep you any longer. I noticed you were looking, and I thought maybe you might help me with some of the secrets of this weapon. So for that, I thank you.
Perhaps if you were to find a piece of yourself or her within you, might help.
Oof, that seems very insightful, and I'm not the most insightful person.
Sooner or later. But I will tell you, that is not the only of those powerful relics out in the world. There are others, and they are being looked for.
Yes, it does seem as though there's a lot going on in this world at the moment.
There was an adventuring group several years ago who was looking for these relics. They could not find any of them, but if you look for the rumors of where the Dawnspire was, or its members were, last seen, you might find one. Or at least a clue.
It certainly can't hurt, especially if there's something greater beyond the threat of this red hand. We're going to need to be as prepared as we can get.
Indeed. If there's anything else?
Not at all. I just once again I thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
No, of course.
I'll strive to do Vasilia. I'll strive to do her memory well.
Just don't get too lost in your own power.
I don't have much power, ma'am. I just shoot arrows.
So did she, and then she could lift mountains.
Now that's power I wouldn't mind having.
Learn to cast a spell. Maybe you'll get there one day.
I know a few spellcasters. You know, they seem a bit hoity-toity half the time.
Bernard feels his ears burn.
Actually, I guess that's everyone but 23. It's literally just me and 23 that don't cast spells.
I
Kevin
cast
disappears.
Zap.
You cast Zap, that's true.
I'm a rogue. I take offense.
You cast Stabby.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Stab.
Just long range stabbing.
Yep. With that, I'm done. I'll head off and also buy things. I assume I'll run into somebody down there.
Okay. As you all gather in the main square, Killia will eventually approach. If you all wish to rest, I will guide you to a bow.
Yes, thank you. That's very generous.
And he will do so. It's less of a home and more of a conical tent overladen one of the many trees, but inside you will find 6 hammocks.
Do they look like they could hold me?
the real
Not
question.
that heavy.
Yes, he is.
I'm 330 pounds.
Do you really need comfort? You just go into sentry mode. I've seen you stand up.
I prefer comfort every now and then. I'm not an animal.
Can you even feel it? Like, don't get me wrong. If you can, awesome. We need to find you a bed, but does it make a difference?
Conversation I do not need to be here for.
Before
you just leave.
Before you leave, just a very strange question. Do you by chance, or does anyone here that you know sell diamonds?
I'm afraid we do not have jewelers here.
I figured I'd ask. Thank you.
Any magic trinkets or anything that could help us kill the dragon?
I'm afraid we are limited to what we have. Majority of our magic is being concealed and contained in case the dragon attacks here. Perhaps if the threat was removed, the conversation can be had.
Noted.
We would want to talk to you about if we had interest in armaments, though.
If you need basic armaments, they can be provided.
Noted.
I could use some studded leather.
Oh, Kevin, I have some of that. I have my basic +0 studded leather.
Ah, good. I will make it +1.
Okay, let me get that out of my...
This is Killer just going, what?
Yeah, so I get rid of my studded leather and I hand you studded leather.
Yeah.
Have a good night, all of you. And
You as well.
As to you.
Also, just I realized we didn't do this last week. We still have to split up the party loot because I cannot carry 4,600 pounds of gold.
How much gold do we have?
We have 1,280 platinum, 2,130 gold, and 250 silver.
So you said
Where the
1,200.
hell did we get 1,280 platinum from?
I don't know. Tempest has been keeping up with the bag.
Yeah, we don't have 1,280 platinum.
There's absolutely no way. There's an extra 0 in there because I gave you 120 platinum from the keeping counter.
Okay, well, I haven't been keeping up with the bag, so...
So if it's 120, then each of us just gets 20 platinum.
So let's...
1,200 platinum. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think
I
I
was
wrote
reading
that
off
down.
No, that's the amount in gold that it's worth. So it's 128 platinum, which is worth 100 or 1,280.
Oh,
gold.
yeah, I see what he did. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was like that way when I got
really
there.
confused there for a second.
If I don't carry the bag, I don't do the bookkeeping, guys. Don't look at me.
Yeah, this is just pure value of like in gold.
Correct.
Okay, so we have we have 120 platinum.
128 platinum. Yes.
It comes out to 4,641 total gold, I guess.
Okay, so doing the math, that's like 21.3. So I guess each of us gets 21. We just leave. Someone just carries a little bit extra.
Yeah, we really got to split that up because I'm not moving.
So
I mean, if we just divide 4641 by 6, it comes out to 773.5 a person.
Say it one more time. Wait, what?
If we divide 4641 by 6, it comes out to 773.5 a person.
Let's do this kind of math during the break.
Yeah.
We'll say we split up, but we'll do the actual math.
No,
during
this is
the
good
break.
content. What are you talking about?
Yeah, everyone
Quality.
loves math.
Math.
Accounting, one of the most important tools of the trade.
Now everybody, what is
how to read and do
now,
math?
now everybody, what is 120 divided by 6 party members?
20 each.
You know, my
Yay!
parents always told me that I would need math when I was older.
Hey,
I don't
I'm
want to
just-
give them the justification. So can you all stop?
Putting it off till the break means that we never actually split it up, and then it gets forgotten. And then Kevin's walking around with 500 pounds of gold in his pocket.
No, because I want some of that damn gold, so don't worry. we'll
Renee,
split it up.
Renard is going to start scribing a scroll, and while he's doing that, I'll handle this and tell you guys what we get.
Yeah. I also wanted to buy a... You guys bought all the healing potions, didn't you?
I bought all the graders. Didn't say there was a number for the regulars.
It says 2 times potion of healing.
Oh, so yes, I bought all of them.
Okay. I want to buy a potion of... I want to buy a potion of climbing.
Michael?
Yep, I'm subjecting it.
I'm attuning to the bracers of defense.
Oh, you know what? I'll buy one last thing. I'm gonna buy a scroll of sanctuary because I feel like I need that.
He has lesser sanctuary.
Is lesser sanctuary?
Should say lesser. Lesser's not a spell. I'm sorry. Gold
I was
sanctuary.
like,
Yes.
lesser sanctuary?
I was about to say like that's a spell.
I'm living in a 3E world the last couple of weeks.
It makes you feel safe.
Okay, so
They
I'm
still-
pretty sure I'm safe here.
They still hate
I'm
you.
in danger. And then I will also spend an hour to ritual cast Find Familiar and bring back Roderick as a weasel.
Yay!
He's back.
Yay. Like, outside, I'm like, oh boy, he's back as a weasel. Internal, I'm like, the owl was so much more helpful. You don't hear that part, though. That's internal.
I can read minds, didn't you know?
Not without an insight check, you don't.
No. But yeah, he's just a little weasel. Oh, he's just in my coat.
To which everybody goes, "You'll be nice, Tempest, a utility caster."
What?
Or a utility. We need a skill monkey. We don't have a skill monkey. How about a bard next time?
Who wants to play bard? That's boring.
I got a couple skills, but
Class in the world, but okay.
I know, they're great. I'm just being sarcastic.
so you can't really see the sky while you're here. It's mainly you can just see like little beads of light coming through the
No,
treetops.
it's dark and foggy. Unfortunately,
Ah.
you are still in the swamp.
All right. I'm just going to get in a hammock. I'm going to poof out an Ari, and I'm just going to kind of sleep with it on my chest and just kind of thumb at the mirror on it.
Okay. Your night will pass, and as the morning rises, you can all hear a very faint, soft singing from outside, almost like 1,000 angels whispering the faint traces of a song, deep and mournful.
Oh god, I forgot about the.
Cerulean will probably wake up.
Oh my god, are we charmed?
No,
Cerulean
the
will probably-
funeral.
Yeah,
Oh.
Cerulean will probably wake up before, or try to wake up as best he can before anyone else, so he can go out there. Is he-
I'll be out there early too. So
As you go outside, there is a pyre that is burning with no body, only a cloak that is enchanted to not burn yet. And gathered around it are many different villagers from the Tiricator, elves of all sorts. They seem to be paying an homage as they faintly sing towards it. The words are haunting, eluding, beautiful. And those of you that have ever played Descent into Avernus or Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, it is the elf song.
aww.
Roman's going to use his Mask of Many Faces to turn his outfit a proper dark black, and he'll set his hair back to his original black just to kind of show some reverence.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my viol and I'm going to try my best to match the harmony of them singing.
Make a performance check.
Okay, question. So if it's a tool proficiency,
Make a performance check.
Oh no.
Can I assist him by like magically tinkering the sound of like a bongo drum beat for him to play to?
You could both make performance checks.
But I can't assist him.
No, you're both making individual
Oh.
checks.
Okay.
If the moment I start hearing squealing, I grab the viol like.
I mean,
I do it with my other hand. Stop it! Both of you behave.
plus proficiency is 9.
Go Donkey Kong.
Unfortunately, neither of you have rhythm or motion.
You can't
So-
feel the beat.
It's like going to your niece's piano or cello recitals. It's really off key.
I used to teach really young kids cello. It sounds awful. And
They tried.
I'm swatting those instruments out of your hands.
Oh, I don't have instruments. I'm just enchanting like rocks that I sound with drum beats.
I
The
I-
nearby elves, they acknowledge your presence, and there are a few nods, but for the most part, they give you a pretty wide berth.
Oops.
after
It's the
that,
thought that counts.
I'm going to after that, I just walk over and do my own thing. I'm just gonna go over somewhere and like, I'm gonna make some prayers because that seems like the kind of thing you do at this moment,
Roman's just rubbing his forehead and just like,
Uh,
Arrow Shore all over again.
right? It's awful. So I'm gonna say some prayers and I'm kind of gonna like feel it out and be like, oh, I gotta remember her name. I'll just be like, kind of thinking about Vasily, be like, you know, I can see if we can help these people out.
Make a religion check with advantage.
Oh. Usually I get disadvantage.
Give that to yourself.
You're still getting like a 3, but you know.
Natural
Oh!
20. Holy shit. I did a thing, guys.
Great. Now you wasted the natural 20, so we aren't going to have it against the dragon.
You're right. That's how luck works.
I need all of you except Tempest to please take your hit points off.
Oh shit. I get a thing.
I did not expect you to roll a 20. I've been waiting.
I
for
did-
you to roll.
It's been, what, a month and a half? Yeah.
Just about. Hey, you finally got there. All right, one moment. I was not expecting this to pop out. I had a song for it and everything.
What an appropriate time, too. There's a funeral. It's a beautiful moment. I'm spoiling it.
All right. Come on.
Let me get my notes ready, because I get the feeling
Yep,
I'll need
yep.
notes.
I got a song I gotta play here for just a minute.
Oh, shit.
As you close your eyes and just seem to be half muttering a prayer to whoever might be listening, you feel yourself almost in a fugue-like state, like you've had too much to drink and you're slightly dizzy. And then you feel crashing of waves, gentle and lapping across your bare feet. And you feel yourself basked in warmth of sunlight bathing across you. And as you look around, you're on a beach. A bright, sunny day, cloudless, low humidity, maybe 80 degrees. It's absolutely pleasant outside. But as you look around the ocean, clear blue waters stretch for as far as you can see. And you look up around the shore, and you can see a single solitary figure up in the dunes, in a small terrace walled by a fence, no more than 2 or 3 feet high, brown picket fence. She's about 5'5", long black hair going all the way down to her rear end, with tiny little bells, diamond-like, chiming. Her back is away from you. She does not seem to be paying you any real attention. She's garbed in little more than a sundress.
Am I allowed, can I move in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel yourself, you're moving.
Okay. Does she have like elf ears?
She does.
I'll kind of slowly walk up to her and be like, Vasilia?
The ears will perk. And she turns about. And you see an elf, young, but weary. Her face as if it has seen 1,000 battles and more, but not a scar to be seen. The veteran stare of 1,000 yards looks past you before she tilts her head and looks at you. And though you are clad in little more than shorts, your bow is still on your back.
Oh, I didn't realize I was in my swimming trousers. Okay. Sorry, I'm suddenly like, oh, okay. I'll kind of take the bow and just be like, I believe this belongs to you, correct?
She extends a single hand out, and it is at this point that you notice from her back sprout a pair of wings, broad, almost 3 feet to 5 feet across on each end, each with multicolored scales of pink, white, blue, purple, green, black, red, shimmering like diamonds in the sunlight. Her skin is the same thing. Elf-like skin beneath it, but you can see the scales. Her fingers are less fingers and more claw-like, almost diamonds, as they seem to grip the bow and look at it for a long moment before she smiles and just hands it back to you.
I'll take it from her. I'm in awe of the creature in front of me. I'm like, wow, you're quite stunning.
It's yours now.
I don't know if I'm looking at her. I'm like, I don't know if I'm worthy of such a weapon.
No one's worthy. No one's ever worthy of his light. But that's not the point. He loves us all the same, doesn't he?
I'm starting to get that.
You'll learn, as I did. You'll make the same choices I did. And then, sooner or later, you'll be faced with the same choices I had to make.
Were they hard choices?
Only if you have to make them. I ran. Don't make my mistake. And she'll reach up and put your hand on your head, and you feel the jerk back, as if almost like you've been touched by a divine being, and the sheer consequence of what just happened emerges to you. Vasilia is not a god. She is a quasi-deity, strong enough as a mortal that she can touch gods. And you feel the blessing. You now have the option to advance as a cleric of Vasilia, if you desire.
A Vasilia? Okay, so that'll be on the next level up. I have that option.
If you desire. You're all clear. He was just asking for everybody to pay attention again. There we go. We're all back.
I am here.
All right, we're all back. Cool.
Sean's not.
So is
I
Tempest the
can-
Oh,
cleric
there he
now?
is. There he is.
All right.
Hi, guys.
He's a cleric now.
How's God?
You don't know that.
He's possessed by God.
You don't know that either.
Do you have a fun patron too?
I do. Yeah, why not? Sure.
Do you
I got.
You have a fun
I-
Patreon too?
I got 5 patrons.
Ooh.
That seems excessive.
Would they all be heads attached to the same body?
I mean, you don't know that.
They're all arguing with each other, trying to give you the best advice.
Shoot them! Don't shoot them. Eat them.
Sean's working. through-
It was you.
It's
So-
basically just Cho'Gall.
I was about to say it's
working for the red hand now.
All right. Unfortunately, your performance for the Tiricator was not especially good, and many of them did not seem to acknowledge you, if outright avoid you.
Great
The
guys.
token was appreciated, and at least, like a stray puppy, they did not kick you out. But, in the end, Killier will then approach you. The direction you are trying to go is to the northwest. If you follow the swamps, you can make it. We will loan you one of our boats, but we cannot spare the owls. Will this
Do
be
you have any? Sorry. Do you have anything that I might be able to attach to a javelin that could help pin a dragon down?
He seems to pause and consider. Not for this size of dragon. If it was a whelp, perhaps. Sometimes we attach arrows with rope to pin down the elk, but dragon is far too large to easily pin, even the one this size.
We've heard rumors that we killed its older brother. We assume that it is a younger dragon.
Brood mares are hard to tell, but you must keep in mind that the age of dragons is relative.
Noted.
I wish you all the best of luck. We have not gone close to the ruins, but
We're probably going to need it.
it resides within a great lake. 2 buildings is where they reside. One is a bell tower, one is a town hall. There are lizard folk camps surrounding the lake.
That's a bit of a problem.
Indeed. We have been warring with the lizard folk for a long time. They are more of a nuisance, but we believe this dragon, the lizard folk venerate it.
Better.
So they won't like it if we start shooting it with arrows. Got it.
That gives me a potential idea.
Weather is not
You
supposed to be cooperative for flight. This may work in your advantage. It'll be rainy and foggy. Typical for this weather, but what are you going to do?
What is your idea there, Renard?
The lizard folk venerate the dragon, and the dragon, as far as I know, is working for the Red Hand. What if the Red Hand started trying to kill the dragon?
But then I assume the lizard folk would be very unhappy with that.
I would hope so. Logically, they would be. We know
Are
there's
they-
one of us who could take on the face of a worm lord.
That's true.
It would be risky. It would be an attempt, but it is something we could do. I do have a scroll of a spell called Disguise Self. I believe it's very similar to what Roman can do. So it could look like more than just one person were doing this. This is not the act of a single individual.
But who would go with Roman?
Didn't we also have some armor of the Red Hand, like a breastplate or something?
Yeah, I had
think
that.
you sold it.
No, I was getting it sized down in town.
You didn't pick that up, did
I
you?
did not.
It's still in town.
I found this lovely new one, so I kind of just left.
Well, it was in town.
It's not there anymore.
Unfortunately, unless someone else knows how to cast Disguise Self, it would have to be me, as I cannot cast it on someone else.
I can't. I don't.
Or
I
Kevin.
I can cast Disguise Self, and I can make us some scrolls of Disguise Self so that other people can cast it, as long as they can cast magic.
I can't cast
So
magic.
23 and I are out.
Yeah, you guys just get to be like the cheerleaders.
Well, I mean, I can shoot from a really far distance, so at least I've got that. 23, you could hide behind a rock.
I mean, I did operate under the control of Scather once. I'm sure it won't be too hard to act like I'm doing it again.
That's true.
Does anyone know how to use a disguise kit?
I was about to say, we could just put like we could paint him up nicely. I may have a disguise kit. Hold on. No, I don't.
Because I will also point out, we do know the code that the goblins use now. Kevin and I cracked it. We could use that if, if they start doing this, we start giving out the same information, speaking in codes or leaving cryptic messages like it's time to kill the dragon, and that just adds to the charade.
I do also have carpenters and woodcarvers tools. We could make some sort of large wooden dragon and hide everyone inside it.
That seems complicated and time-consuming.
What is this, Troy?
Wooden. I was thinking Monty Python on the Holy Grail, but sure, Troy.
Renaud, you did mention a couple of weeks ago about sending false messages.
I did.
What if we could get a message with the code to the Wormlord that says the dragon has betrayed them?
That depends. I don't know much of this Sarvith. If he's a clever sword, he might see through the ruse. And considering that they are working directly with the dragon, I believe the Red Hand in this regard is the ones who are working with the dragon. The lizard folk that venerate it, they believe in the dragon, but the dragon is also a factor.
Didn't you say the black dragons weren't the most smart individuals when we were dealing with one before?
They're not stupid.
Oh, that's right. You said they were just like a average human. They weren't the smartest, but that's still smart. Yeah, I don't know if we can trust tricking the dragon. What about the lizard folk would probably be easier to trick, but there's more of them.
They're treating the dragon like a god. I feel like they'd be hard to convince.
It's pretty hard. Yeah.
Biggest deal is if we could manage to do this little convincing act without the Red Hand being able to dare to try and prove their innocence.
Well, I mean, but the dragon itself is aligned with the Red Hand, correct?
That's what we have been led to believe, yes.
Wouldn't the dragon just, like, we could convince the lizard folk and the dragon just be like, guys, no, the Red Hand doesn't try to do this.
Well, my goal here is if we can lure the dragon away and fight it and kill it. If the lizard folk can be made aware that it's the red hand doing this, if we can just disappear, escape, flee away, we could get them to attack the camp themselves. And then what we could do after that is it's a complicated plan, and it's going to require us to get more information, but it could work.
What about the Worm Lord?
Oh.
I think the most difficult part here would be luring the dragon away.
Yes.
Would it be possible maybe to lure the lizard folk away with something? They're not smart. Remember, they're all savages. We all remember that from our discussions earlier.
Well, if we're trying to turn them against the red hand, we don't want to call that number. If we lured them away a brief time before they came back, then perhaps, but...
I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, if there's a way to convince them to leave and then make it look like the Red Hand have killed the dragon god, suddenly we didn't deal with the lizard folk, and they're really pissed at the Red Hand.
But then we're just leaving it up to hope that the lizard folk can actually kill this worm lord.
No, my plan is not to just let the lizard folk handle it. It's once we've proven that the lizard folk should turn on the red hand, it's to enter the fray as ourselves and then attack the red hand, hoping the lizard folk aren't going to turn on us. At the very least, it'll split the attentions of our enemies amongst ourselves, and a house folded in is no house at all.
If the lizard folk venerate this dragon as a god, if the red hand kills their god, would they not flee in terror?
Fair enough.
I mean,
that means we don't have to deal with the lizard folk.
it could be one or the other. They could either be very afraid that we killed their god, or they could be really pissed and try and kill us. Don't really know.
The goal here, I believe, is if we can prove that they are trying to destroy what they venerate, they may turn on them immediately. Even if it's just a momentary distraction, it may prove all the difference.
It's very true.
How convincing do you think you could be, Roman?
I'm confident that I can at least blend in a bit with the goblin folk. I think it's probably not the best idea that I try and pretend to be Koth, just because they might already know he's dead.
Yeah, do we have any more?
Me being just some random hobgoblin I see there, or just one I've seen throughout. I technically could go in as a messenger. We write a note up in the code. I deliver it to the Worm Lord, and I can maybe catch him off guard. But then I'm by myself in there.
Yeah, that's a risk.
I could go with you. I'm just saying.
I'm going to be far away shooting things.
It may look strange at first, but as previously stated, Scather is trying to wake up the Warforged.
Could have fixed some red hand badge to 23.
Or painted on me.
Just what I was thinking.
Well,
Do the lizard folk have many boats? Do we know that?
I have no clue. I assume they can swim, so...
Hopefully, if we can sneak past them, if they start using those boats, Bernard could just light them on fire as they come across.
Yes, I was thinking that if we can lure the dragon out and kill it, we could then kill the lizard folk as they try to cross the lake. They would be very exposed on the water. What is the organic term, like shooting fish in a barrel?
Do we know if lizard folk can swim?
That's correct, actually. I mean, they're lizards. Lizards swim, I assume.
I will
lizard
make a
folk
nature
swim.
check if you want me to. DM.
A nature check. Yes. Remarkably
Yes.
well.
They are subaquatic creatures. They're very good at swimming.
So maybe not getting him in the water. Maybe getting him in the water is not the smartest idea.
Well,
I
how
imagine
far
they
is
don't
it
have
from
much
the
use of
island
boats.
to the shore?
Something we'd have to see to
We'd
No.
have to see it now. That.
But I feel like the lizard folk are more of the third thing we have to worry about. We have to basically choose what we want to. It sounds like we want to set up an ambush. It's just, do we ambush the Worm Lord or do we ambush the dragon?
I feel like the last ambush we did with Koth went really well. Maybe we can try to repeat it with the Worm Lord. However, what I worry about is if the Worm Lord survives the first attempt at the ambush, he could just call the dragon. And then we have two people to deal with, or vice versa, the dragon possibly could summon the Worm Lord.
Well, if I can get in. If I can get in there and I can bring 23 with me, even if he's able to survive the initial attack, he shouldn't live much longer.
What about this? What if we went after the Worm Lord first? We have 4 people in the group that can disguise themselves. We could all disguise ourselves as red hand lackeys, red hand red shirts, for lack of a better term.
I'm inclined to agree.
And lead Tempest and 23 in as prisoners that we found skulking around the woods.
I think I do agree with Kevin. I think going after the Worm Lord might be the smartest idea. Get someone that, because as you said, well, I know I was there for the conversation, but if he can cast spells, from what we understand, then it's better to get rid of that from the field.
I agree. Seems like the priority target.
So
Yes,
you said 4 of us can disguise ourselves. That's myself, you, and Roman. Who else can disguise themselves?
Oh, I can make a scroll of disguise self for Cerulean.
This might be a bit of meta, but you can't cast a scroll unless you have it on your spell list. And disguise self is not on the warlock spell list.
I don't know
Yeah,
what he
that's-
has on the spell list.
That's an invocation, unfortunately.
Oh. I thought warlocks could get that for some reason.
Just so we don't spend 5 minutes talking about that in character, trying to figure out how we
They
explain you can't do
It's
that.
an invocation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mask
thought they could
invocation.
get it as a spell also for some reason.
No.
I just thought the evocation was a
Yeah,
better
because
version of it.
I can't. Warlocks can't cast detect magic. The only reason I can is because invocation.
Warlocks
Yeah,
are
it's
funny.
not-
Warlock things.
Well, then
But-
we have 3 and 3. We captured 3 prisoners.
Well, it's probably best our healer maybe isn't up close and personal.
That is sadly the only way I think we are getting all of us in.
I feel
As
like the
much
first
as-
thing we should do here is figure out how far it is from the outside of the lake towards wherever that campsite is.
Yes, I can be effective at about 300 feet?
Max range on longbows is 600 or 500 feet.
500 feet. So I got some distance.
Also, I'd prefer not to be put in chains again.
Not going to be put in chains, 23.
Yes, these would just be for show, that more than anything else. They would be left unlocked.
Like I said, we could also just use him as one of Skather's servants that is being lent to us.
I think that's a better option than somehow a couple of hobgoblins managed to capture a Warforged. That is
I
completely
feel like
obeying them.
it would be fairly convincing if we had delivered a note, just standard hobgoblins, from someone will have to remind me what the leader of the Red Hand is, from them encrypted to him himself. If it follows their actual translation, yes, Asakul, it would be fairly convincing, and especially if it mentioned the fact that this Warforged was now in the service, and we painted the symbol of the Red Hand on his chest.
And then what would the note say?
Setbacks in the west. Passing over the bridge will go slowly. Reminder, do not expect reinforcements. Be careful of the lizard folk. They're not to be trusted. See if we can't turn the red heading as the lizard folk.
What of the dragon?
I think the dragon we're going to have to play by ear.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think we're just planning on getting as many people as close to the Worm Lord as possible, and then springing the trap.
If you have to take me in as a prisoner, you're going to have to take the Staff of Life away, and once the fight starts, you're going to have to find a way to pass it back off to me, so keep that in mind, too.
Want to take anyone to the camp as a prisoner, that's just going to go poorly.
That's just a bad idea. Yes, let's not hamper people.
So
Would it be hamper if we didn't secure your restraints, though?
Can you cast, like, an illusion spell to make it look like you're restrained?
Who, me?
I don't know anybody.
I mean, I can't, no.
Well, we could clasp monocles on, but not actually secure the monocles.
It seems
We risk someone detecting that they're not clasped, that they're not locked.
We risk something with many plans.
I don't know. I don't love the idea of shackling someone.
I will also say, in my experience, the simpler the lie, the better. So adding the prisoner's part might make it harder.
Why? Certainly. Why do you need to be so up close? Can you not, like, if there's like some woods or something, can you not hide in the back with me?
I could hide in the back, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Are these these ruins are in the middle of the lake, right?
I don't know. We haven't seen the place yet.
Well, I thought they spoke about something being in the middle of the lake.
Well, yes, but that could mean a lot of things.
Well, if it's in the middle of the lake, I have kind of a weird idea.
Maybe we should just go inspect it.
Before we go, I just hear me out. The store had a potion of water breathing, right? If we want someone to be quiet, why not have someone underneath the boat? If it's in the middle of the lake, one person can hold on to the bottom of the boat.
I mean, 3 of us can just do that without even having a potion.
Yeah, we could have 4 out of 6 of the group underwater.
4?
Lizard folk swim.
That's fair, yeah.
And my bow is pretty ineffective underwater.
I thought it could be. Never mind. I'm just making ideas, thinking aloud.
It's not a bad idea.
We're wasting time. I think we should head out.
Maybe we should scout out the area first, and then we can make a better plan.
Oh, 23. You don't have goggles at night anymore, by the way.
Oh, crap.
Isn't it daylight?
Alright.
It's just foggy. That's not going to help you much anyway.
I know, but I like seeing in the dark.
Dancing in the dark.
Well...
And we're off!
We're running there.
Oh man, y'all are the best.
We're having this conversation while walking, didn't we say? Obviously.
No. As far as I'm concerned, you just spent an hour debating and you didn't even get there. You don't even know what it looks like.
An hour debating. It took literally 5 minutes to talk about it.
It feels like an hour sometimes.
You know, that
feels like an hour when you can't contribute.
Not wrong. Okay. So you're going to start heading off northwest?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You can use the boats provided by the Tiri Couture if you so desire.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. How many boats we get?
All right.
I'm with Vitaly.
Traveling northwest, the marsh grows wetter and wetter, to the point that the reeds start fading away. And eventually, you arrive at the west bank of a large, dark lake brooding in the marshland, measuring nearly 2 miles wide. The cloying rock of decaying the cloying reek of decaying vegetation and swamp ooze is thick in the air, and countless frogs and insects and marsh birds chirp, croak, and call to one another. Out in the middle of the lake, dozens of decrepit stone buildings jut out from the black waters. In most cases, these buildings sag and lean treacherously, the windows of their upper stories now even with the still lake's surface. 2 buildings that seem to have survived relatively intact draw your attention. One is a large stone tower about a 1/4 mile from the southern shore, and the other is a large stone building near the lake's center. Both structures have rickety wooden walkways ringing them at water level. These look like recent additions, and it would seem that someone has made an attempt to settle down here. Ringing the camp, you can see fires of various sizes. Ringing the lake itself, you can spot what looks to be about maybe a dozen different smaller camps. As you approach the west bank, you can see one to your south at about maybe 400 yards away, and another one to your north, also about 400 yards away.
So we have
Air is thick with a fog that does not totally obscure vision. You can make out little pinpricks of light and the occasional shift of movement, but it obscures past 1 mile.
So we can't see the full lake. We got like half the lake we can see. Cool.
So we've got the two like ruins in the middle of the lake, and then we've got a camp to the north and a camp to the south, right?
That's about right. I will give
And the camps are on the shore.
I'll
On
give
the
you guys a little
shoreline.
map you can see
I like maps. Maps are nice.
Maps.
for you.
Maps are great.
Oh, and quick question. The boats that we have, are they like distinctly elvish or are they just very bland?
They're distinctly elvish.
Darren.
There is the map of what you can see, or at least a general idea of the layout. You are on the west bank left side.
Aha. It's in the Discord.
Can't show it on Twitch, sorry.
Okay, so all the ones are... What are the ones?
Presumably lizard camps.
Oh. Cool. And we're on the west bank, you said?
Okay. So there are camps on the shoreline.
Yes, we can make out... It seems like a couple here and there dot the area.
You may want to take these camps out before.
Well, here's the problem. We start taking camps out left and right. If even one lizard folk gets away, suddenly the entire lake is up in arms.
And if we go have a battle in the middle of the lake, then we are surrounded by lizard folk that can swim.
I do not disagree in the slightest. I'm just calling out another issue.
About how far is it to the middle of the lake and the other areas from the outside of the lake?
From its farthest point, about 2,000 feet. From
Okay.
your position to the center of the lake.
That's a long time before they get here.
Could be in and out fairly quick. Well, a fight with a dragon is not going to be fast.
We would have to fight, we'd have to win, and then we'd have to bunker down and hope that if we kill the dragon, they're not going to want to get involved anymore.
I don't like those odds.
I have a very. I feel like I should ask this now that we fought a green dragon. Renard, do you know if black dragons can swim?
Yes, I do know they can swim.
Shouldn't we all know that?
I was like, we all know that.
I think we knew
was
that.
black, and Dustbringer's cave was located
Oh.
beyond the water source.
You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. The only thing I was asked because we're on a lake.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's safe to assume that a black dragon finds itself comfortable in the waters.
Black and green both, yes.
How murky is the water?
Almost black, brackish, filled with reeds and mud.
Gross.
The
It is safe to say.
The
Sorry,
lake bed itself is actually crisscrossed by a network of canals, all that remains of the original city streets. Deeper by 10 feet on average with the mounds of ruins in them. They're very murky. You can barely see, if you even stick your head in there, maybe 5-10 feet.
So we're not. I know we're kind of in a rush, but not in a huge rush. Can we just watch for a few minutes? Is there like movement between these groups of camps?
Make a
between,
perception check.
Oh.
I'm glad you asked.
Could I assist him on that?
You are looking as well, but you cannot help somebody look at something.
It's true.
I'll make
I'm
my
actually.
check then.
Nah, great. Rolled a natural 5.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
Kevin knows.
Don't worry, I've got great perception.
Okay. You spend about 10 minutes. I cannot.
10
think
minutes.
today. 10 minutes observing the lake, the lizard folk, and what you can. And you observe that there are definitely, the camps that are surrounding them are definitely lizard folk that ring the huts. And you do notice a glint of steel in movement near the top of the tower in the lake as hobgoblin sentries move about.
That's the one in the middle of the lake.
No, that's to the right one, the bell tower.
Oh.
Top tower, you don't see many figures at all. So this should be the center building.
Okay.
If we were to swim to the center, how long would that take us? About
2,000 feet at your swim speed. You can calculate that.
I don't like the idea of like swimming into this lake. None of us. Go ahead.
We could go with your plan now that looking at the water and how murky it is. We could actually, or Sean. Oh, sorry, not Sean. She's Celestial Christ.
Cerulean.
Cerulean's plan of hiding in the water. Well, someone's attached to the boats. Well, the three are disguised as hobgoblins, and me disguised as a slave.
We're going to make but going back to the before commentary, if we're in the middle of the lake, fight this creature, we're surrounded by lizard folk.
Well,
But if we go around and try to deal with each camp, they're going to know something's up anyway. I think no matter what we do, we're going to get noticed.
Yes, there's a lot of problems here.
how big does each camp look? Does it like 5 or like 10, 20?
Second check.
All right.
It depends from camp to camp, anywhere between 6 to a dozen.
Do you think there would be any benefit to taking out maybe a camp or two?
Well, only if there's no way of them knowing that we took out a camp.
No, there. So,
Given
if we lay siege to a camp and eliminate it in a somewhat noisy fashion, maybe they will send the dragon to check. Dragon is their fastest way of checking to see what is going on.
That removes any chance of us doing a deception mission, though, if they know something is already afoot.
Well, in fairness, Kevin's not completely wrong about this. If the dragon comes over and is the only thing inspecting, we kill the dragon, we run. Like, our mission is the dragon.
And the Wormlord.
And the Wormlord. You know what I mean. Both of them.
I thought the idea was to get the Wormlord first.
Both.
Where the Wormlord might come with the dragon, might not.
I do like that idea a little bit better, just because it might just draw them all to that camp that got destroyed, and then we could try and move stealthily to the center.
Well, I mean, we could also... This is a bit more risky, but... we could just lay a trap of some sort.
What?
I don't know. It's brainstorming here.
No, that's not a bad idea. We set up a trap. We siege one of the lizardfolk camps. We try to draw attention, and we see what comes our way. I can set up a tiny hut. We can use it for cover. We can fight from it, actually.
I mean, can we take on a small army right now? With the 6 of us?
Well, I don't think directly, no. That's why I think we plan it out and find a way to deal with as much as we can.
We have one advantage attacking the lizard camps. They're out on a lake. They can't march on us. They have the same issues. They have to come to us in boats. They're going to be sitting ducks.
Well, they can just
send something that can fly. Yes, but the lizard folk camps are, as far as we've been able to tell, spread out around the center of the lake.
Yes, of course.
So
they're going to be staggered if, like, they're not all coming at once. Like, one camp may be like 5 minutes away, the other camp may be 20.
And we use this as our advantage, which first of all, the tiny hut will last 8 hours so long as I stay inside of it. I won't be much use in a fight, but it'll be a safe place to retreat to.
Again.
What time of day is it?
Midday?
Midday.
Is this is like swampy area? There's like not really much like tree cover and stuff, right?
It's a marsh, not a swamp.
Okay, marsh rather than swamp. Got it. Okay, so we're kind of standing in the open except for the fog.
Well, there are the occasional brush tree, but for the most part, it's entirely devoid. It actually looks like it was cleared, which is given the location, you are probably standing in the remains of an old city.
Question about the spell Skywrite. Could I just, instead of making words, could I just make it look like a plume of smoke?
No. Its very definition is to write words.
Yeah, I think it specifically says that. Does it say shapes? Shapes would give you maybe that.
It just says words.
Yeah, probably not then.
That would be something you need like major image for.
So, by definition, tiny hut can be opaque on the outside. Considering how foggy it is, how well would that blend in?
Depends on who's looking. But probably pretty well. Make an Arcana check.
Arcana check. I should be really good at this. I am good
You
at this.
are.
You get the feeling that unless somebody bumped into it, chances are nobody would notice it. It'd be different if a dragon spotted it, but that's a different story.
If the dragon spots it, we have our ambush.
So, are we? Do we? They said this dragon's been flying around a little bit. Are we sure? Is this dragon even here right now, or maybe is it flying around? Because we kind of need to know where this dragon is before we set off any kind of plan.
I mean,
Does
dragon-
nobody have the talent to do
You
that?
have the option of waiting and making continuous observations.
Oh. Is that something? Well, do we want to talk it out and just see if we see the dragon at any point?
I will cast the hut and we can do it safely from there.
I like that idea.
I'm still a fan of pinning the red hand against the lizard folk.
I think there's still potential for that.
How do we spread the message throughout all camps?
We don't have to spread throughout all camps. We need to get a messenger to the tower and let the hobgoblins know that the lizard folk are not to be trusted, as Renaud said.
Yeah, I don't think these plans are mutually exclusive.
The issue with that plan is if the plan goes sideways, we then have our messenger out in the middle of the lake with no means of getting him out quickly. And we are not sending the entire group to deliver a message. There is no contingency for that plan if it goes sideways. They just die.
So, question: Why do we need to go into the middle of the lake?
That's where they are.
Where the Wormlord is, probably.
Well, I think we're talking about bringing them here, though, to the shore.
That's a lot of people to fight. It's a lot of people to fight. Eventually, yes, I get it. It will take them time to get here. But once they all do get here, we're going to have an army to fight. I don't think the 6 of us can handle every single one of them. Plus a dragon, plus a Wormlord.
We
have to do something else to thin the herd.
We could if we do not just stand our ground and fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Surely you've all heard of guerrilla tactics.
Exactly. We don't stand around and just try and fight them all. We attack from the mist, or we place traps, or snipe them from a distance.
We strike a camp, we kill everyone, we burn the camp down, and by the time that the reinforcements get there, we are in the woods. We are gone.
Well, there's no woods.
Marsh. There's trees in a marsh.
This is the natural terrain, though. They're going to be able to track us. We're not particularly...
So, what's the plan here? To lure, kill one camp, let them come, kill the next group that comes, kill the next group that comes, kill the next group that comes. It's a plan that takes days or weeks.
Obviously, but I think maybe we have the time. How long does your spell last, Renaud?
8 hours.
Is there any harm in just observing for a little bit and seeing if we can maybe devise a better plan?
The only thing that we are doing by waiting is spending more time that the Red Army may be moving from the south.
I know, I get that. Just, I feel like we might make a better plan if we know more.
We do still have 31 days.
And
I do like the
owls.
idea of just sitting and waiting until we can confirm that either the dragon is leaving or that it's coming back.
I think that's at the very minimum something we need to know.
Well, keep in mind as well, it is midday currently. If we wait too long, we will have to wait until tomorrow to fight, because...
Does anyone know if... Well, yes, you're not wrong, because none of us are really proficient at fighting in the dark.
Question, with my roll about lizard folk, do I know if they can fight in the dark?
That was a 19, that was pretty good.
Yeah, we'll double check.
The DM must check.
As a player, I remember, but this is Reynard asking.
I don't know as a player, even.
They do not have a very good ability to see in the dark, no.
Okay.
Lizard folk do not anyway. Hobgoblins, different story.
Yeah, hobgoblins are a different story.
We already knew that from other encounters with hobgoblins.
Yeah.
So,
I think waiting and watching for now is the best plan.
Okay.
I think at the very least we need to wait for the dragon. We need to know where he is.
As you all... Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, let's break for camp.
Are you casting your tiny hut?
Yes, I'm going to begin casting Tiny Hut. The excruciating 11-minute casting time it's going to cost me.
Okay. After 1 hour of continuous observation, you all will notice the lizard folk and hobgoblin sentries. I need all of you to make a perception check, please.
Oh my god. Well,
6.
Oh my god.
let's get it out now.
High five,
Let's get it out
Kevin.
now.
High five.
I did it.
We're not ones. We're not ones.
I mean, I didn't roll a 1. I just rolled a straight 6.
You
Yeah.
actually listen to a distant chittering roar from somewhere in the ruins, which sounds much like the roar of the green spawn razor fiends you had fought earlier.
Oh, they might be in the fucking lake, too.
After 3 hours of observation,
That's why we learn things, Sean.
you see a group of 6 lizard folk board a reed boat and paddle across the lake to the central building. They moor the boat and pass in. 5 minutes later, you hear a tremendous roar, followed by 2 wailing screams and a loud hissing sound. Not the same roar that you have heard already. 4 lizard folk immediately emerge from the building, scramble back down to their boat, and hurriedly return to the shoreline to hide in their hut.
Like a sacrifice?
Or maybe they gave him bad news?
Yeah, you don't run from a sacrifice.
And
Usually
after nearly 5 hours of watching, if you decide to wait.
I think we're here for 8.
That gave me an idea, actually. Give me a second. With what Reynard knows about dragons, would he be safe in assuming that was the dragon? That roar.
Make a nature check.
We also...
Where,
we also... Brother.
Sorry, which... Oh, go ahead.
You are fairly certain, Renard, that... Yeah, calm down, guys. You are fairly certain that that was, in fact, a dragon.
That came from the tower that didn't appear to have any activity in it, correct?
Correct.
If the dragon is by itself inside that tower, that might be the best place to ambush it.
Potentially.
I know it's nearby the other camp, but if we can ambush it, if it's only about as big as Dustbringer, we managed to kill Dustbringer fairly quickly. We could use that tower as a defensive point.
I agree, and it seems like we might have this boat that went out there. None of the other lizard folk bothered with it. Maybe that's a normal thing. Could we could we take over that boat?
What I'm kind of thinking as well is that's the first time we saw them going in while we were watching. Maybe they can only go to the central tower if summoned.
Go ahead.
Did that boat look overly complicated to make? Like, could say someone with carpenter's tools make a reed boat fairly easily?
Easily, sure. Time-consuming process, different story.
They're probably going to notice us building a boat.
Would it be
Guys, let's
easier
just
to
camp in the
make-
Gillies out for like 2 weeks while we make a boat to swim out to the middle.
Well, I mean, how long can it take to like thatch a reed
Well,
boat? Probably a couple hours, right?
Well, Kevin, maybe you're missing the forest for the trees. Can you just modify one of our existing boats to look more
That's-
like that?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Can we
What
make
do our
them
existing boats look like?
Elven boats.
They're elven, but I assume the boat that went out is not like elaborately decorated. It's kind of like rugged looking or something.
Reed boat.
I assume it's
And-
just like a platform
you-
you build an arc.
Continue observing for the next little bit. There are figures moving around the central building. Large, fat-looking creatures. Standing at about 9 to 10 feet tall and probably weighing about 5 or 6 Kevins. Or 5 or 6 23s.
Oh, Grace.
What are those? Do I
Oh.
recognize them? Oh.
They look like ogres.
Yeah, they are all grays.
Ogres.
Hombres.
Okay.
But I think now is an excellent opportunity for us to take 15.
Oh, Grace. Oh, Grace, I'm
As these
terrible.
guys get ready for what is very likely to be a difficult series of encounters.
Oh,
We'll be
Grace.
back in about 10 to 15 minutes, guys.
We're in danger.
And welcome back. Yeah, when you find out that one of your players is actually able to sing. I heard him do a little tune. And I'm like, wow, he was on key and kept the tune. Holy cow.
I said I was in a choir.
I don't remember this. I legitimately do not remember this.
It's an
Anyway.
all-gay man's choir, right?
Yeah.
So, 4 hours have passed as you sit within Renard's opaque, tiny hut. You've deliberated, you've planned, and you can do some more if you so desire. So, what would you all like to do?
Just go back. We don't need to do this right now.
No, we're
Go
doing
home.
it.
Let's just go back to the south and let's do the other campaign. I don't do this one anymore.
That's one thing you want to tell your DM.
I mean, I've got.
I would never say it seriously because I know that agony. And
I've got
I
two-
would kill the party before I let that happen. Christ.
I've got 2 dragon fangs. I need a third one to complete my necklace.
Why is it only complete if there's 3?
Why not 3?
I mean,
Why
there's
wouldn't
5
you want
dragons.
like 27?
So, if we're going to siege one of these camps, and we want to draw on attention, and we want to use a distraction, if that is the plan, then I suggest we use the one on the north.
You mean that one over there? It looks pretty isolated. I agree with that.
Yes. It is the farthest from the other camps. It doesn't have anyone in nearby proximity. It would be the safest one to use.
We should start walking now. Then we will have to take a wide angle to avoid the other 2.
Were we
Let's-
taking the boat or were we
It will
walking
take
in?
you the better part of an hour to walk around wide if you wanted to avoid everybody, because you would have to do so slowly and stealthily.
Let's take the time and get over there without being noticed.
Well, we will need to bring the boat over, won't we?
Let's bring the boats on shore, but I don't think that we're going to be able to take them. We'd have to pass
That's a-
by.
Better question.
Your boats, they're just off map.
No,
How did we get
got
here to the
via
west?
boats, right? How the hell did we get to the western embankment on boats without passing a lizard camp?
It's a little bit off map, but the river runs up the side.
Well, the reason I was asking because if we go wide and we were trying to get to the middle, like we're gonna need the boat. If we get rid of this camp, the boat's only back here. We're gonna have to go all
Well,
the way back.
the
without
lizard
boat.
folk, they have boats. If we truly want to get to the middle, but we're luring the dragon to us. We're not going out there.
Just one last question: what happens if the dragon doesn't come?
Well, then we have one less camp of lizard folk to worry about.
We fall back
And-
and recuperate.
I was about to say, we do the guerrilla tactics thing. There are 5 of us. I'm sorry, 23. There are 5 of us that can deal with things at pretty long distances.
For my curiosity, how heavy are these boats, GM?
About 20-25 pounds. They're not terribly light. They're made of reeds. Oh, you're talking about the lizard folk boats or your boats?
Our boats.
The elven boats, they're about 75 pounds.
We can drag those on
I
shore.
have a spell that I could cast that we could just set the boats on, so it would be fairly easy to move them around.
I imagine
wouldn't
it
have
would
to be
be
carrying
very
them.
noticeable, would it not?
It's
Can we-
as noticeable as anything as this creeping around in this fog.
Okay, well, obviously we got here through this little river we didn't see. Why don't we just take it back up the river and put it higher, like just put them on shore?
Because we're going to need the boats if we want to go towards the middle.
Oh, I thought
Why
was-
do we keep saying we want to go to the middle?
If we keep on doing this, I don't want to lose the boats. I don't want the chance of a lizard folk or a hobgoblin patrol finds them and sinks them. That's going to be a big problem for us. We will have to take lizard folk boats to do it.
Yes, and if a random patrol does find the boats, that would give us away, as these do not look like they have been here for a long time.
You know that's going to give us away? Killing off a camp.
Yes, but it would be a shame if a patrol came across the boats before we get to a camp and the alarm is raised.
Well, let's
Anyway,
get these
we should start
boats.
walking.
Let's get these boats up and we'll just stay a little wider.
I will, well, just because I want this to be as easy for us as possible. I don't want us to have, penalties because we're carrying boats through here. I will go ahead and ritually cast Tensor's floating disc before I leave the hut, just because it's 10 minutes. We we're going to be doing this anyways. And I will say, everyone just put the boats on this floating disc. And
Can
it
we
will carry
fit
them for us.
boats on the disc?
23 will pick up the boat, put it on the disc.
Presumably, you could stack them all on top of each other.
Yeah,
It's
but isn't
3
the
feet.
disc
It's
like
3
3
feet in
feet long?
diameter. It should be able to.
Oh,
You should be
3
able to
feet
balance the
diameter.
boats on it.
Okay.
And it carries up to 500 pounds. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I knew it could carry 500 pounds. I was thinking it was a smaller disc for some reason.
So you're putting them into the actual lake itself, or you're just transporting them with you.
No, I'm going to cast Tensor's floating disc as a ritual, and I'm going to let's put them on top of it so it will just float behind us. Hopefully, we're circling around. Hopefully, the fog will keep anybody from seeing anything.
Then, if you all are going to make your way around the outside of the lake to approach it from the north, I will need you all to make a group stealth check, please.
Oh,
Do we-
boy.
Does
I
the fog
almost
give us
said-
any sort of advantage?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Fog does.
Cool.
Excellent. Wait, do we roll an advantage, or is it just a bonus to the roll?
You roll advantage.
Oh, okay, good to know.
8.
Oh, cerulean. Oh my
me.
god. 20.
And just
You're
as
right,
a
guys.
note-
It's the boats. It's me
So-
making sure the boats are floating behind us.
22, 18, 24, 8, 6, 20.
Should be fine.
In the process of your travel, it does take time, and the sun is going down. You see a dragon, a black dragon, clamber up from within the central building to perch on the roof. A goblin wearing bright armor and carrying a very wicked-looking bow appears. Seems to be chatting with the dragon for a minute, and then climbs up on its back. After taking a few moments to stretch its wings, the dragon flies up and heads into the east.
So not towards us.
Not towards you. You are going north-ish. He goes from the center building to the east. It's like he's going towards the Waishan Mountains, or at least deeper into the fens.
Do we
So
want to change our plan immediately and start pedaling out to the center buildings if the dragon is no longer there?
I'm guessing that was the dragon and the Wormlord. That seems to be any guess I could. If we could clear out the middle camp there,
if
by the
we
time
just,
they get back, we could potentially even rest and be ready for another round.
potentially, but we still need to sneak out there. We don't want the lizard folk to all swarm us.
Yeah, we're gonna have to still be quiet while we're taking these things out.
Yeah, if I think right now might be our best chance, we should just get to the middle as quick as we can.
We're already in this kind of angle. We're going to be going past the camp now anyway.
Let's cut towards the lake, towards the safest distance. I say we give around 200 feet from a camp. Fog should keep us careful, and we'll start getting out there now. That's my vote.
I agree with Bernard. This is a like a good opportunity. If we don't do it now, we're not gonna get another chance.
Yes, I agree.
Can the three of you do disguise selves as lizard folks or something, and we'll just like hang onto the boats underwater or something?
Oh, I did not take disguise self.
Well, shit.
I only have the one scroll.
I can hang onto the bottom of the boat.
I wish I brought that potion of water breathing.
I have been studying them to try and make my disguise self a little bit better. How does it look? And I'll just try and do it as a lizard folk that I have seen.
Looks good. I like it.
I guess you don't. Yeah, I was about to say it's just disguise self, so I'll be like, looks good.
Yes, you look nothing like a human disguised as a lizard folk.
I'm going to be underwater. Who can't be who can't be underwater and who can't disguise themselves? Who can't do those two things? Yeah, and I passed over like some dark robes, which let me see what they're technically got. I have dark common clothes and a waterproof cloak. I'll just kind of be like, cover yourself up or something.
I have an idea. These boats, how many people can fit in them?
2.
I mean, we saw 6 lizard folks.
Our
so
boats.
That is
Oh,
not,
2 people
yeah.
per 2 people a boat.
So it's only 2 people a boat. Oh, there's no way we're gonna be able to get people across here.
and not. I think we need to take one of their boats. Not to mention it'll be a more convincing disguise.
Could 3 fit uncomfortably?
Not at risk of balancing the boat.
Especially if we've got people underwater on it.
My floating disc can carry up to 500 pounds, and you all could sit on it. It'd be a little distracting, but
How much do we have for like loose like undergrowth and weeds and seaweed and stuff?
Make a survival check.
I'll help you with that if you're saying you're looking for it.
There's a lot, but as you start like kind of picking up some of it, it almost like it's falling apart in your hand. It's very mucky and algae-like, and not a whole lot in the term of reed work. You could do it, but it would take you some time.
We could just cover you all in this, and then you could all lay on the disc, and it would just look like a floating mass of green.
How is any of this not going to get attention?
It would attract less attention than 3 people sitting on a disc.
Will it?
At least you would be the color of the lake in the background. A simple camouflage, Tempest.
This was and Roman will take out his waterproof wolf skin cloak that he had, and like, this is black at least, and
That's essentially what I handed Sean too.
yeah, you can lay it over someone.
Yes. Oh, we are.
Wait, does 23 still have his giant orange cowboy hat?
God, no, I hope not.
Not on.
I'm struggling with the logic that someone is not going to notice us going out to the middle of the lake.
They likely will.
Seems like a bad thing.
Well, if we were to approach from the west bank, we would have far more cover, because they're far more spread out on that side.
Better to kill a camp and then move out.
I was kind of
follow through with this plan. Let's kill the north camp and then let's head south using their boats.
Yeah, plus we don't know how far the sound will go, so there's a good chance we might have a better. Like this could work.
As long as we don't do anything extremely loud and they don't set an alarm, and we should make sure we kill everyone. So maybe no, like, Renard, I love you, but maybe no fire.
I'm not stupid, Tempest.
I'll just wave. Like, everything I do is loud.
Yeah, his
crossbow's not that loud.
I do not have a crossbow anymore.
I thought you had a heavy crossbow.
I've got a crossbow. Here you go. I'm just tossing things out left and right.
Yeah, it really looks like.
Actually, also, out of game aside, artificers no longer have crossbow proficiencies.
Oh well, shit. I take that back. You still have my pistol's still loud.
Which crossbow is it? Light or heavy?
It doesn't matter. I don't have any crossbow proficiencies anymore.
Light crossbow is simple.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a light crossbow if you want.
Yeah, I have a light crossbow. I have a hand crossbow. I have like all 3 types of crossbow.
Oh yeah, I guess they are. Yeah, so I guess I can use a light crossbow.
Also, I have a silver rapier if you need a backup weapon.
Cannot use rapiers.
I've got knives.
That's not true. You can use it. You just can't add your proficiency to it.
Yes.
Okay, so how about this? Let's approach this camp. Let's try and take out as many as we can from distance, and we'll finish them off as quietly as possible.
I will sit back, as I can't really do anything quietly.
I still... We aren't going to be able to take this camp out before they raise the alarm if Renard and myself are both not operating or operating at full strength.
So you are going to be attacking the northernmost...
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do we have a good convincing reason to go back to the west and go back from that direction?
Our best chance of getting across without getting seen is to at least take one camp, and then we can use one of their boats.
No, not to mention we don't know how long the dragon's gone for. This could be temporary.
I imagine it's temporary.
This could be very temporary.
I mean, we were already planning to kill this camp while the dragon was still there.
It's true. This doesn't really change anything. We would have had to have dealt with the quiets and all that stuff anyway.
Well, we need to get the boat. The more we stand here talking about it,
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm gonna take out my bow and I'm just gonna start looking for a target.
Okay, I'll take out my musket and start looking for a target.
Okay.
And I will activate my Eldritch Cannon.
While engaged, the lizard folk are alerted to your presence. Congratulations, you rolled very poorly.
Rolled very poorly. All in all, we rolled like a... Christ.
Well,
at least I got my Eldritch Cannon out.
I need you all to please roll for initiative.
Son of a bitch, why can't I roll initiative for the damn? I have a +5 initiative.
Same. It's my worst roll today.
17 with the best initiative I've rolled. I have a +6.
Nard at the top of the initiative pile.
Oh no. And he can't use Fireball.
All right, Reynard.
I got major armor me. I don't really have anything I can cast. They're already alerted to us. I don't have much choice. I will cast Acid Splash on this guy.
Okay.
Because it is a lot less visible than Firebolt, I imagine.
Okay. Waiting for your roll.
Oops. I was doing math. Oh, good.
I'm starting off strong.
Well, the good news is he'll fail as you hear the splash in your eye. Nice! As he is burned. We get the point of acid damage.
Itty bitty little acid damage.
All right, Roman.
Smallest bit.
Okay, I will just get my rapiers out and I'll move on in. To here. Just, charge up there, and I'll go ahead and try and give him a stab with an Ari first.
Okay. A 13 does not hit, and as you bring it up, you see this heavy shield made of like hide and furs that just slam it aside, and you can actually see on that shield is a spike about 3 inches long.
Eee.
Yeah.
Fan, but silvered rapier.
18 will hit.
All right, he'll get that, and he'll get sneak attack.
Will he?
Yep, swashbuckler.
Ah, Snookatook.
He is bloodied as you shank him right through the ribs.
Oh, okay.
And I moved 5. So since I hit him, he can't take actually, since I attacked him, he can't opportunity attack me. So I'll move back with 5 feet.
Rakish audacity.
Yes.
How rakish.
This one will stomp over what looks to be some sort of reeds for a blanket, and he's going to spin around almost in a twirl before he brings up that spiked shield to try to wham you right on the face.
I don't want to be
That will miss as you lean back at the last second before a heavy club in a 1-2 combo swings down, and that one unfortunately will catch you right across the chest for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Owie.
Now lean back.
23.
I am going to go
What
5,
just seemed
10,
rage.
15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm gonna rage and zap this one. Dear-
What's
Stop
your
it.
DC?
14.
He fails.
Get him!
Oh, of course.
The legacy continues.
Yeah,
Oh.
seriously. And then
What if you
I'm
actually
going-
accumulated all the damage you've ever done with that lightning? Would it ever be enough to kill anything?
Gosh, it's so
It
frustrating.
might kill a goblin.
Or
Might
cat.
kill one kitten.
Okay.
All right. Frostbrand on the one to the right.
Okay, that'll hit. One good swing and it goes down like a sack of potatoes. One slash and it falls apart.
And then second attack on the one to the left of me.
Okay. 14
14.
does not hit. He brings the spike shield up in a round combo and
And that's my turn.
okay. Cerulean.
Okay. Let's see. Here.
I'm kind of gonna look at Kevin and be like, Kevin, they don't seem too tough. Careful with the musket.
I'll fire 2 Eldritch Blasts, one on him and one on him.
Okay.
First one. 18.
hit. Which one? I'm sorry.
First one's on this one. Second one's on the one behind him.
Okay, 18 hits.
I'll roll for the second one. Just get that done. Hey.
18 hits. You did them both. Very good.
Ew.
6,
Ew.
Oh my god, these rolls tonight.
Minimum damage on both.
Okay. They both get stumbled back, but they're still hardy and healthy. Kevin.
Does it seem like we're making a lot of noise?
You could spend your action to make perception check.
Nah. And do I know how much noise my Eldritch Cannon makes?
A lot. It's a cannon.
I don't know, maybe it shoots magic or something.
By its nature, it is a cannon.
It makes a pew pew noise.
Pew 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 pew.
Fuck it. I'm just
Fire a
gonna.
cannon and it goes.
I'm gonna shoot my musket at this one, and I'm gonna shoot my shoulder cannon at this one.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, that voice though.
Yeah.
28 will hit. 14.
There's a lot of damage.
He is bloody with that shot.
And then my shoulder cannon at this boy over here.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I need you to make another attack.
Oh no. Oh.
I need you to roll damage.
I shield.
Okay.
That's good, because that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You feel an impact on your back, Renard, as something heavy ricochets off.
Oh no.
Okay.
Sorry, Renard. I feel like I fired this before, but it seems like I haven't. And I'm going to use my movement to get to behind this tree, so that way I'm not behind any of my friends anymore. Oh, wait. Yeah, I still am, but oh well.
All right. This is round 1. All right, Tempest.
I'm going to glare angrily at Kevin and take some shots. First one at this one. 15.
15 will hit.
12 points of piercing damage.
Dead.
Second one at that one for a 29.
Okay, that'll hit as well.
13.
Okay.
I'm assuming that one's still alive.
It is badly bloodied. Somebody bite very heavily into there.
I'm not going to waste
Not me
resources
this
on
time.
these.
Okay.
I'm not going to waste resources. I'm done.
The lizard folk shaman is going to raise a hand towards you, 23, and start muttering an incantation.
Oh shit.
And why is it not on his spell list? I'm sorry. One moment.
I need to put this milk away and get a drink. A real one.
There it is. I need you to please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Good at those, I hope.
please be good at those.
You do succeed, but you feel your frostbrand start to get hot. Of all things,
Sheet metal on a frostbrand?
and you actually take 3 or 6 reduced to 3 points of fire damage.
Respect.
I love it. I love the irony.
Far off in the distance,
Fuck.
you can hear bing, bing, bing as somebody is banging on an alarm bell.
Now I'm glaring at Kevin.
The remaining lizard folk are called to action. Up to you, Roman. Try to club. We'll hit you for 8. 12 is...
I'll cast shield if that makes it stop.
It's an natural 20.
Oh, damn.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And a spike shield natural 1, so it just whiffs.
Oh, I got shield up at least.
Alrighty, the next one's going to come up to you, 23. He's going to try to whack you, or try to bite you, excuse me. And he just misses. Follows up, that one missed as well. This lizard folk is going to go over here and start casting some spells.
They have 2 shamans.
They have 2 shamans.
Martins.
This is one of my favorite spells.
Fireball.
Better.
Double fireball.
Lightning bolt.
Even better.
Fireball bolt.
Fire bubble.
It shoots a bolt of fireballs.
If only that was possible. Oh, where is it? I have a thing for it. I'm sorry, my spell list does not want to show up or on my assets. All right.
Wacky waving inflatable arm tube man.
No, he's actually casting plant growth.
Oh,
Interesting.
I don't know what that does.
I've actually
It
had
grows
players
plants.
use that. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
I
only
mean,
ever used the 8-hour version.
It's actually pretty cool in a defensive position.
Assuming the DM can find. There it is. Faster caster. Here we go. Do I not have a thing for it? Ah, there we go. And it is a 100-foot radius.
oh, Jesus.
Everyone.
Everything.
Ah!
As suddenly all around you, plants, vines, growth just burst.
Can we just
all
see what's
around.
happening?
You moving through this costs 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot of movement. You can exclude 1 or more areas of the size of the spell's area from being affected. This has not done so. It's packed and overgrown. Movement being hampered. And now he's going to drop prone.
Below. Oh, son of a bitch.
Does he just disappear into the undergrowth then?
Or more or less, but you get a good idea where he is.
I still have disadvantage on attacks against him because ranged attacks prone.
Where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay. And that is his turn. Reynard.
Reynard, I don't think we're a secret anymore if you want to light things up.
I'm going to step here and I'm going to cast Acid Splash on the guy who just cast Plant Growth.
Okay.
That did not scroll properly because I clicked it in the wrong area.
He will fail. Takes 5 points of damage.
That's my turn.
Con save?
Nope.
Crap.
Roman.
All right. We'll start with a Anari stab at this guy.
Okay. That will hit.
Alrighty. And then he can garbage. Sneak attack. Wow.
That's some serious damage.
Yeah. So I'll follow that up with a silver rapier. Awesome.
Oof.
Unfortunately,
Plant grabs you.
you're getting snagged up on something. This lizard folk is dead and does not get a turn. 23.
I'm gonna move here, zap this guy. Actually, no, I'm gonna zap this guy.
Okay.
Deck save. That's the shaman, right?
Yes, he
One else
fails.
in front of me.
It's not the one
Okay.
who casts the spell, though.
He's the one who cast heat metal.
Yes, he did that. Sorry.
So 3 lightning damage.
Yep, he took it.
Is my sword still glowing hot?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him until it stops.
Do you like it when it's hot? Do you like it when it's hot?
You actually need to make a con save at the start of your turn. I'm sorry.
I think you made it.
You still hold on to it, but you take another 3 points of damage.
Does it help his attacks against this one?
It just makes me angrier. Anyways, first attack, 19 to hit.
That will hit.
For all that.
Oof.
15, 21.
That's a big hit.
All right.
Is it still glowing?
It's still alive.
Is the sword still glowing?
No.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna attempt to cleave him in half.
You missed.
Not with a 10 though.
All right. Cerulean.
I'll cast Sacred Flame on the one that's prone.
Okay. He fails.
So 7 points of radiant damage. Don't worry, we're slowly ebbing him away, and then I'll throw 2 healing lights on the Roman.
Okay.
So you get back 5. Jesus Christ.
The rolls tonight are just.
No, we're saving the good ones for the Warm Lord and the Dragon. It's fine.
That's what we tell ourselves.
That's my turn.
All right. Kevin.
All right. I can't see him very well, can I?
He is not obscured, but he is prone.
I'm just gonna shoot at this one and this one then.
Okay.
So musket at the closer one.
Miss.
Shoulder cannon at the shaman.
Miss.
I'm
I'm sorry, shaman. Shaman is hit. I lied. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That is a dead shaman as he gets rendered. All right. So, anything else?
I will also drop prone.
All right. Tempest.
First one goes to this one. I want to get it dead. Second one, I'm gonna try and hit that one. It's not gonna work, I bet.
13 will miss the first one.
15 misses this one.
No, 15 will hit the first one. 13 does not hit the second.
I assumed as much. So 8 points.
I lied. You hit them both.
Oh, 13 hits that one. Okay, cool. 15, 8 points of damage to the one that's already bloodied. Cool. And 13 to the one that has made this place horrible.
Still alive.
No, I'm not gonna add anything to that.
All right.
He's already down.
These lizard folk is going to move around. Can't move too much because fortunately he's all his movement, but he's going to try to keep on beating you up because he doesn't like you.
Oh right, these are. I'm gonna move one more space because I'm still adapting to the fact that they're not 10-foot spaces like last night.
No, but you're limited to 4 feet for every 1 foot.
I know, but I can do 2, not 1.
Yes. All right, the other lizard folk shaman is going to stand up. He is going to cast another spell on all of this little groupie right here.
Not if I counterspell.
More plants, cool.
He casts Spiked Growth.
Not if I counterspell.
You're going to counterspell him?
Yeah, I'll counterspell him.
All right, it'll succeed.
Not having any more of that bullshit.
And he's going to duck back down. Bernard.
I am going to cast Magic Missile at first level.
Onto
The one that just ducked back down.
Okay. He's dead.
For 9 points.
He's dead.
Woo!
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Roman.
Try and finish off this guy who keeps trying to hit me. All right. Anari. Turn.
12 will miss.
Silver Rapier.
Ha!
Big bang,
I'll
boom.
get him. He's dead. Good guy.
And sneak attack.
Okay, he's dead.
Oh,
You crit so much with your offhand.
Oh, sorry. Sneak attack.
He's very dead. All right. As the battle descends into quiet, the vines are remaining. And you can hear somebody somewhere is shouting orders.
Is it to our? Is it to the west or to the east?
Actually, to the south. Somebody in the river or somebody in the lake is currently shouting orders.
Can I see a boat?
Can you see a what?
A boat.
No, he's at the shore. He's not at the shore. He's
No, like
tower.
the boat at the camp.
Yeah,
Like
is there a boat at the camp?
Yeah, is there a boat at this camp that we
There
just
is.
killed?
Can
Okay,
I-
well, go ahead.
I was say, can I understand those orders?
They are in Draconic.
I cannot.
I speak Draconic.
He sounds like he's mustering all the lizard folk camps to war.
Son of a.
Do I hear a direction of where he's shouting
Towards you.
Oh,
your
okay,
group.
so he's saying head north.
Head toward the northern camp.
Can I set a fire?
There's lots of boat.
It's a marsh. What are you gonna set fire to?
Plant growth.
It's
Oh,
all
they have like
wet.
tents or something.
It's all covered in
It's
plants.
marsh. It's
Oh.
wet.
Well, yeah, but I figured maybe tents would burn better than marsh stuff.
It's covered
They're
in wet
green
plants.
tents. Yeah, it's all marsh.
Okay.
Nothing here is gonna burn unless you brought it yourself.
Are we going in or are we pulling back?
What's our plan? Stealth's ruined. I say with a glare at Kevin.
23 is going to move towards the boat and just go into the water and like hold on to it from the bottom.
Oh God.
If they're coming across the lake, then they're going to be coming across boats and we can attack the boats and sink them. If they're coming around on the land, they're going to get caught up in the spike growth as well. I say we just push towards the middle, kill them. Let's not let this get any worse.
Fine. I'll shoot anyone I see. Let's start. I'm staying. If there's no more stealth, I'm staying on the boat.
Yeah, I'm staying on the boat.
Where are you guys gonna go?
South, towards
Center
the
of the
islands.
damn lake.
Okay.
This
As
is
you
going-
start pulling you off this map,
Roman, you should drink that potion real quick before we almost get there.
alrighty. As you start making your way southward across the lake, you see a single individual, a hobgoblin. Looks like he's got a big sword over his back, but he is flying towards you. And as he spots you all on a boat, he stops immediately about 300 feet away. And it's going to try to turn the hell around.
I shoot the fucker.
Yeah, I'll also take a shot at him.
Both can make attack rolls.
Let me see if I.
If he's an
23.
Nope, too far for me.
no,
26.
Oddly enough, I believe those both will hit his AC. Yep, roll damage. 22. He's still alive.
I'm going to. Oh, sorry. I want a trip attack because I love shooting things out of the air
Okay.
and rolling like shit on the damage. I love
Is
that
this
too.
just a reaction attack, or do we get it?
This is a reaction, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the trip does not work. His flight is magical.
I kind of assumed that, but I also kind of just wanted to deal 8 more points of damage.
Or 1.
Or 1.
All right, he is going to get the hell away from you.
Can I? Oh, I can't get another shot because it was a reaction.
Yep. All right, he is off this map and he's going elsewhere.
All right. Well, I am readying shots for anything I see within 500 feet.
Well, how fast can he fly? Because if you have a longbow, wouldn't you have one more chance to make an attack on him before he gets out of your
If you're at
range?
disadvantage, it starts getting obscured.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said we have like a mile.
Didn't Cerulean try to do Eldritch Blast?
I mean, he's too
It's out
far.
of range. It's out of range.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast is 120 feet. I would need that modification that extended to 300.
Can I take one more shot with like disadvantage?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
One moment. Okay. We're going to move some things around on the map because you guys are approaching it from a very odd angle.
Yeah, we are.
Weird
Okay.
angles.
So you all have one boat with 6 people.
No, we don't. We have the elf boats.
You have the elf boats.
No, we used the big boat.
My floating disc was coming along with this. All we had to do was pull
Oh.
the boats into the water.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
So we can be in any configuration you want.
Who's on which boats?
I'm on the main boat because I want as much space as I can to shoot arrows.
So
I know I
get
would
the-
have taken one of the elf boats just because I imagine they're a lot easier to maneuver than the reed boats.
Yeah, I'd probably stick with Renard.
I'd probably just grab an elf boat just to some.
All right. As you start rapidly approaching the center encampment, you are immediately greeted with the sight of two bulbous, fat ogres standing at the pier with javelins at the ready.
I start shooting.
Yeah, once in
At
range.
this point, we're going to start rolling some initiative as I move you all
That's-
to a new map.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, why are we so close? I would.
I don't have maneuvering room.
That's fair.
I am limited by what I can do. I need you all to let me delete this.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Renard, I will manually add yours in.
I got it.
Oh, you lost mine too.
Yeah, I had deleted your previous rolls of initiative.
Jesus.
My initiative roll's never above a fucking 6.
I've had back-to-back bad initiative rolls today.
Might have just been average.
What time of day is it? Just for my reference, it's still around 5, right?
5, yeah.
So it's
So
not very dark yet.
Not yet.
I know there's not room to maneuver, but I would like to think I would try and stay as far away as possible on a boat if I could.
Alright, we use some more initiatives in there.
Seriously, they're just standing around on the middle island. The plan would have been to just let's pepper the fuckers from range. We got
I'd have
plenty of
peppered the
spells.
fuckers, yeah. Like, I would not have ever gotten this close if we could have.
Unfortunately, I'm limited by what I can do for maps.
I know, I'm just saying, like, could we, like, be here but also be, like, 120 feet back?
Work with me here, guys.
Yeah. Well,
I'd want to get within 120 feet because that's where my shoulder cannon range is.
And what about your melee users?
23?
I thought I was under the water.
Yeah. He was hanging onto a boat.
23 and Roman are going to start swimming.
Which, by the way, why were you doing that? We were already noticed.
Because I was trying to do some sort of hiding, but
You're off
I
the
guess
map. You're way behind if you're going to be under the water. You're about 10 minutes from getting to them. If you're going to walk, 'cause you can't see under the water. It's dark.
no, I was
he's
holding
hanging
onto
onto
the
that.
boat under the water.
And they're not going anywhere because your ass weighs 300 pounds. You're dragging them.
It's fair.
Okay, then I guess I would have sat in the boat.
What was your initiative?
4.
He goes fast.
Just rage swim to shore.
Okay. Roman, what are you going to do?
Okay. Is that our actual position?
I'm going to assume that you guys are currently about 100 feet away from the northernmost section, driving the boats towards. You can use an action to move the boats 30 feet closer if you so desire. You,
Okay.
Cerulean, and 23 are currently the boat drivers.
Okay.
Oh, I like it.
I will, for at least this round, I'm going to use the dodge action instead.
Means your boat goes nowhere.
Because we're 100 and how many?
100.
About 100 feet away.
Okay. If we're just 100, at least for this opening round, I'm going to just take the dodge action.
All right. This ogre is just going to bellow and yell harsh words and throw sticks in the general direction because a javelin, unfortunately, has disadvantage, but he is going to chuck one in the general direction of, let's say, Cerulean. Disadvantage. And what's your AC?
12?
It just misses. Is it?
Holy shit!
Pushes into the water right next to you.
Sean, something missed you.
I know, right?
Happy
These ogres-
day.
These ogres suck.
Well, now they're going to hit you forever.
Natural 20.
All right. This ogre is moving in a place you can't see. I forgot to roll initiative for a creature in here. I'm sorry. Shame on me.
It's all good. This is a little bit hectic, I realize.
All right. This ogre is maneuvering. Julian, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna fire 2 Eldritch. Well, if I fire 2 Eldritch Blasts, I can't row, or is rowing a bonus action?
I don't think your boat really needs
Rowing
to
is
move
an
anywhere.
action.
Fuck.
think
Your
your
boat,
boat's
your boat doesn't have melee people on it.
Right, but what does that matter?
Why do you need to row it to shore so fast?
actually. Could we have set up a different configuration so that way the melee people were on the same boat?
We already set this configuration.
Oh, did we? In here?
We're kind of in a rush.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna assume that me and Renard don't want to get close yet, because
Our boat.
so
Yeah.
I'll fire just 2 Eldritch Blasts at the ogre.
Yeah. I would assume the other 2 boats are heading in because they had the melee people on them, but you guys can just linger.
So first blast, 15,
And we'll hit an ogre.
and 10.
Will not hit an ogre. Which one are you hitting?
This one, the one that threw. Well, whichever one threw the javelin at me.
The
Okay.
ugly one.
They're both ugly. So just 12 points of force damage.
Okay. This creature is disappearing into the water now that you could see it in the first place. Sploosh, and it is now maneuvering.
Cool. This feels like D-Day.
Renard.
I am going to firebolt the ogre on the right.
Okay. 22 will hit. 14.
My turn.
Pretty serious damage. This ogre is doing a thing. Evan.
I'm gonna shoot the ogre on the right.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
He's bloodied.
And then I'm gonna shoot him again with my cannon.
Are you? Yeah, you're within range.
12 will hit.
Oh,
Oh.
Still alive.
damn.
It's an ogre.
Oh.
Ogres are nothing if not big giant meat health bags.
All right. Inside, you can hear a creature screaming out, "Narcothag, wake up!" Banging on something. And you hear a, "Yeah, wake up!"
I don't know if we want that to wake up.
To which a person is doing a thing.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a shit ton. Hold on, where's my? Oh, you didn't put me on the initiative.
Your initiative.
I had an 8.2. I would have been before Renard. Because I was also too early to roll initiative. Sorry.
Go.
I would have just shot 2 things at the one on the right, so
Go
I'll
for
just
it.
I'll do that real fast.
Okay. Third visible hit. The first ogre is dead.
The other one goes to the other one if he dies.
You shot both arrows at the same time.
Okay, fair enough. Don't care.
Yep.
Moving on.
Dead guy. Okay. Dead ogre. All right. She's already moved. 23. What are you doing?
Rowing the boat, I guess. That'll be
All
my
right.
turn.
Your boat moves 30 feet closer. This ogre is maneuvering. This ogre is maneuvering. Roman.
I'm gonna use my action to row the boat closer.
All right. 30 feet closer for 2 boats. You now have 60 feet until you're closer to the
Dock.
dock. All right. This creature is going to descend from its platform to here. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is not close enough to get to you for shooting. Actually, I'm sorry. He can make a good sight on Roman. He's going to take a shot at Roman with his javelin. Disadvantage. As one comes flying in near you, Roman, it splooshes into the water almost splashlessly. It's brilliant.
Okay. Cerulean will look back to Renard. He's gonna say, "Should we get closer now?"
We should get closer. I don't want to be in these boats when more trouble comes.
Fair. I will use my action to row us closer.
All right, 30 feet. So you guys have about 10 feet of spacing between each boat.
Okay.
Makes it easier for you.
And I'll kind of look around to make sure that, or to see if there's any other boats coming.
There are no boats currently approaching that you can tell.
Cool.
All right. This creature is doing a thing in a place you can't see. Tempest.
I have a question for the DM. Levitate, would you consider water level like ground level? I can levitate 20 feet off the ground, water.
Sure.
Cool. I'm using levitate, and I'm going to, while still kind of like remaining level with the boat, get about 20 feet of height.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to stay about 60 feet away, but 20 feet in the air.
Okay.
Nice.
You can see from your vantage point, as I will describe this building for you.
Oh, good point. I can actually see all this now. I'm a scout.
So you can see up. What must have been an impressive stone structure now lies half submerged in a lake. Its facade still displays majestic heroes bearing heraldic lion devices armed with swords, spears, and bows, their countenance carved into marble pillars. The building's ground floor is now completely submerged, and its second floor, which you are shooting at with the ogres, sits just above water level, its marbled heroes caked with moss and mud. The third floor is actually partially collapsed, exposing its rooms to the sky above. This is where you can see several of the ogres are maneuvering around, although they are hidden behind walls. A wooden walkway has been lashed together around the building's perimeter, which is what you see the ogres walking around, and a floating bridge leads to a nearby ruin surrounded by a wooden fence. 2 flights of wooden stairs lead up along the facade to the ruined roof above, where you can see a lot of the ogres are scrambling to get down from.
Okay. If I see that, I'll be like, more ogres incoming.
You can also see a single hobgoblin amongst them. She is dressed very similar to the spellcasters that you had encountered at the Battle of Orchards River.
Is this a clear shot for me, or like...
She's got a big ogre between you and her.
Right, but if he wasn't there, I could theoretically take a shot. Got it. Okay. Just
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
Oh, cool. I'm on line of sight with her now. That's wonderful.
Bernard.
I am going to firebolt this ogre over here.
Okay. 22 will hit. Your rolls are on fire today. No joke intended.
It's my turn.
All right. Ogre is going to maneuver. And this one going to come running down the stairs. Going to kick over his body of his friend. And he's going to chuck a javelin at Cerulean
Not again.
at long range.
I mean, you are coming that way.
And that will hit as you take 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Kevin.
So do any of these look particularly hurt?
Not really.
Okay. I'm going to start shooting at this one then.
Okay.
Oh,
Ow.
Jesus. Another one?
15. Okay.
So 15 damage there, and obviously it's not dead, so I'm going to also fire at it with my Eldritch Cannon, which misses.
It does.
Also, because I forgot this for the first hit for it. Anytime that my Force Ballista hits, they get pushed 5 feet away from me.
Okay.
So it didn't hit that time, so it was an effect, but that's just...
All right. I am relying on you to explain a lot of what your mechanics are, because I haven't read through it yet.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that until, like, literally just now. That's why I was mentioning that.
Okay. This Ed is going to start maneuvering. Alrighty. This Ogre is going to move over here. He's going to chuck a javelin at 23. And that will miss. The War Adept is going to look up. Oh, look, there's a Tempest.
Hello, how are you?
And she is going to cast
Something terrible.
Oh, shit.
A black beam of enervating energy springs from her finger towards you.
No. Uncool. I assume that's some form of saving throw. It sounds nasty.
Finger of death.
Yeah, at this level.
I would
Figure
be so
of
sad.
fingers.
Spell attack. Why did it not roll a ranged spell attack?
Oh.
I will do it manually.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it. It's happening live.
9. And that will just hit your AC.
Ah, fucking 18 isn't enough half the time.
It just hit your AC. You are struck by a ray of enfeeblement.
Oh. Does that do damage?
No, but your strength is reduced to half.
Oh, so 4.
Yes.
I wasn't using it anyway, although I'm probably feeling really weak right now.
Does that over encumber you?
Yeah, what's your encumbrance?
Honestly not too bad because I just divvied up like half my shit to everybody.
Reduce your strength to 4 and tell me what it says.
Oh, by the way, speaking of divvying out, guess what we forgot to do a break?
You
we
can
did
carry-
that.
I posted the
carry
gold in the
60
Discord.
pounds.
We did that.
Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't see that. My bad.
I did that before we even went to break.
Yeah, it's been done for a while.
It didn't ping.
You
for
can
me, that's
carry
weird.
60 pounds worth of stuff.
Oh, just
You
the
are-
fucking money is enough for that.
You are over your carrying capacity, Tempest, and you start to sink.
I probably sink immediately.
He's levitating. Why would he move?
That's actually
Magic is
Natural
keeping him
flight.
aloft.
It's magical flight. That's right.
That's true. But I am not happy about it. I'm like, ugh.
All right.
Levitation stuff is part of my movement, so I have half movement, correct?
You can't move. If you're ever encumbered, your movement speed is 0.
She's going to take cover behind a building in full cover. 23.
Moving 30 feet closer.
All right. You are now within 40 feet from the building. This ogre is maneuvering. Comes stomping off this direction. There's a lot of ogres on this building.
So actually I'm just heavily encumbered with trust and I speed by 20. Oh, no, that's variant. I'm so sorry. I'll shut up.
Roman.
Paddling with my action.
All right. Your boat is now within 40 feet of the building. This ogre is going to chuck a spear at you, Roman, and will miss. Cerulean, your turn.
Okay, we need to get rid of more of these. 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one.
Okay.
First one. Thank God. Second one. Cool. So 25 points of force damage.
That'll definitely sting. Okay. Wow, that's loud.
And then I'll toss a healing light on myself just to balance me out. 4.
Bursting from the water, not even 10 feet away from you, 23, is a Razor Fiend.
Oh, this fucker again.
Great.
And it is going to leap out and breathe on you. I need you to
Great.
make a Constitution saving throw with advantage because it is poisoned.
I'm so glad I'm in higher up than you right now.
20-foot cone.
I'm 20 foot up.
Jesus Christ.
That's a failure.
Oof.
Real big oof.
Take half of 49. That's 20 something.
23? I think it's 24, but I wish it was 23.
24 points of poison damage.
I'll be like, 23, I think we need to deal with that first.
And then it's going to use 10 more feet of movement to dive back under the water.
Never mind.
Is it 24 points of damage total?
24 points of poison damage, correct.
Okay.
I have it for you. Tempest, your turn.
I was literally just thinking about levitating back down to join the boat. Not thinking that anymore. I assume just to like collapse would be okay for like movements for over encumbrance.
You can release your levitate to go back down.
I could. I won't, because that seems like a bad idea.
Jesus.
And I'm sorry, I know this is weird. Am I levitating? I'm levitating with the boat, so if he moves, I'm levitating with it, right? Or with the water?
With the water.
Okay. So in that case, I guess I would levitate down and be, because I don't want to get lost.
Okay.
I'll drop it and just, it drops me slowly, so I'll be back on the boat and I'll fire 2 shots at the ogre over here before.
Okay. Those will both hit. Good thing you use your dexterity.
Thank God for that. 22 points of damage, and
He's bloodied.
Nah, I'm not gonna use anything else.
All right.
That's all I can do. Don't love this.
All right, Bernard.
Bernard will fireball to the ogre that is looking rougher.
Okay. That'll hit 14. He is almost dead as his body starts to collapse, and just the smell alone of watching ogre get turned into bacon is not a pleasant one.
Sounds delicious.
Baked garbage.
You're about to say something?
That's it for me.
Okay. This ogre is going to chuck a javelin at, let's roll 1d6. 2, 3, 4, 5. So chuck one at Renard. We'll chuck a javelin at disadvantage. That will still hit.
Okay.
For 8 points of piercing damage.
That could have been much worse.
All right. Kevin.
So which ogre died? Was it one that I couldn't see?
Which ogre what?
I assumed turning to bacon was dead.
No,
right?
it's close.
Oh.
The one on the left is like really close.
Okay, so it's just close to it. I'm gonna shoot my shoulder cannon at that one.
All right. That'll hit. He is dead. As his body slumps, he just disappears into the water.
And then I'm gonna shoot my musket at this one.
Okay.
Well, I think.
What?
I was gonna say I think our boats are positioned so I don't have anyone in between me and that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're good there.
Okay, cool.
Kevin the Noisemaker.
Yep.
How I do damage.
25. And Etten will appear on the battlefield.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
Is anyone else feeling like a retreat might be in order? This is starting to feel a little bit excessive.
How do we retreat here?
We don't. But this is just my way of saying we're fucked.
The boats don't move very fast.
Or Adept is going to show her face,
Oh, hey, it's that bitch.
and she is going to fire a chromatic orb at Roman. For 14 points of cold damage.
Alrighty.
We'll back off. 23.
I'm gonna go 30 feet closer.
You're now within 10 feet of the building.
I'm gonna take a bonus action and chug a greater healing potion.
Okay. You still have movement. You could conceivably make that jump.
I'll kind of be like,
this-
I'm good out here.
But my action is to row the boat, right?
Your action is to row the boat, but you still have movement and a bonus
Okay.
action.
Yeah, I will. I have athlete, so I only need 5 feet of movement to make a long jump.
Yep. There you go. And you 15 feet of movement to get to the right here. Yep.
Okay, so Actually, if I'm here and the ogre's there, I'm going to actually go here and bonus action rage instead.
All right.
Probably be a better health boost in the long run.
And then I need a dex save from it.
Yeah, a dex save from an ogre. I need to refresh roll 20 because it glitched on me. Excuse me. I can't see the line of text. It's one of those weird issues where it just, like, a line of something just stays on the screen from roll 20.
Yeah, I always hate that.
I haven't seen it in a while. Not since I've installed the BTT on it. Alright, that looks like I fixed it. Alright. This ogre is going to stompity stomp, and he's going to predict a dodge action. This ogre is going to... He has no maneuvering room. That place is a freaking traffic jam down there. Roman.
I'm going to move the boat forward with my action.
You are now 10 feet away from the pier.
Okay. I can't quite do what he did. So what is it for me to do that jump? I'm trying to think.
To do a long jump, you need 10 feet of lateral movement to do a long jump.
I don't think I can get that in the boat. And then a regular jump is just half my strength, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I definitely can't make that.
You could always jump and then like swim and pull yourself onto the dock, though.
I don't really want to get in that water. I will get prone in the boat if I can.
Okay, you can take the prone action.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just lay prone and wait for my next turn.
Okay. This ogre is going to chuck a spear at Cerulean.
Not again.
You're
You
close.
are kind of there.
And that will hit for 10 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
All right. Speaking of Cerulean, it's your turn.
Cerulean once more. Look back to Renard. Closer.
We need to get on the dock.
I move us up, and as I move us up, I'll dump 2 healing light.
If you have any potions, just drink those instead.
I don't have any. No one gave me potions.
I
Actually,
thought
you know
we
what?
gave you one.
Yeah, you had one.
No. Oh, you know you're right. I do have one.
Yeah, they told you to take one because we need one on your body.
Okay, then I will drink a potion then. There. So, 2d4.
Yeah, it was a conversation.
Ah, thank God. So I basically got back most of my damage.
Now comes the evil thing in the water.
Okay. Well, you called it. Bursting from the water right next to you, Tempest.
Shit.
Eek! You descended, right?
Yep.
Nom nom nom.
Hi.
Kill it with fire.
He's gonna make his 3 attacks.
Oh,
Punch tummy
fuck
scratches.
2 of which will hit.
me. Fuck.
As you were slashed for 31 points of slashing damage. And 5.
Scratch him behind the ears, Tempest.
13 points of poison damage. It is then going to dive back beneath the waves.
Oh, no. No, no, no.
Tempest, your turn.
No, 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 no. What would it take to drop a bunch of shit?
Spending an action and dropping, getting naked.
It would be my action, wouldn't it? Fuck.
You just drop your backpack in the boat.
It's gonna take
The
more of my
boat's
damage.
30 feet ahead of him.
No, he's in the boat.
He's in the boat.
I thought he was levitating.
No, he dropped that.
No, I dropped. Remember, I got weakened. Fuck me.
Not that drunk and you're not that lucky.
Thanks. Well, bonus action second wind. I don't know if it's actually gonna help, but God bless, that was a lot of damage. That's max second wind.
That's good, at least.
I need it. I no longer am bloodied, but I'm not looking great. The boats are all equal to each other at the moment, right? 10 feet away from the dock?
10 feet away from the dock.
So
For red eyes.
I couldn't even shoot through you guys if I wanted to. I can't move yet anyway. So I'll use my action and you know, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to take the action to dodge.
All right.
I will take it. Attacks at disadvantage.
Okay. Renard,
How far away from the shore at this point? Or the...
you are at the back of the boat. So the boat is 10 feet away. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20 feet for you for the be at the pier where you can see 23 is currently battling an ogre.
Okay. Misty step onto the pier.
Bamf.
I cast Blink on myself.
Okay.
And at the end of my turn, I disappear.
Okay. This ogre is either too preoccupied to notice or doesn't care because he is currently bringing a great club up to do the one old smashy smash on 23, and you duck at the last moment as it just cracks into the side of the wall. No effect. Kevin.
So, because Roman is prone, could I attempt to make a long jump? I don't have. I'm 2 feet short of the strength to get to the dock. So I was gonna say, like, could I like try and make like an acrobatics check or something to see if I could get that extra 2 feet?
Jumping, it's athletics.
Okay.
Nice thing in the water.
I mean, how much? If I miss, how much movement do I have to pull myself up onto the dock?
None.
Okay, so that's my full movement to get to the dock.
Yep, unless you dash action.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself then, and then I'm gonna try and do that jump. And if I fuck it up, then I fuck it up. At least I'm invisible.
All right. You sploosh into the water, and I will mark you as invisible.
Oh, so I can't make an athletics check to see if I can get there.
I'm sorry. Yes, you can make it.
Oh, what a time for my -1 to not come into play.
You made it. You just make it. You get your windmill for a second. You.
Thankfully, no one can see that.
We could feel it. All right.
Everyone just assumes that Kevin is windmilling.
This ogre's.
Oh, no.
Get out of the way! Yeah, get out of the way!
It's Cho'Gall!
I don't know what that means.
I don't even. It's a thing.
This character is moving in a place around so she can have some better maneuvering.
I really wish-
Bless you. 23.
I'm zap him.
Zappy boy.
Eat him.
Hey, look, not a 1.
Hey, look, it
Fucking
got him
pass.
too. 4 points of damage.
Oh, thank God. Twice with Frostband. Unless
Okay.
the first one kills him, which I doubt.
And,
Oh my God.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
He's not bloody,
There you
but
go.
you never know.
Holy
Wah-wah.
shit!
That's
The cold damage.
426.
32.
It kills him.
All right.
23 is raging, all right.
Kick out a cannon.
Jesus!
And then I'm gonna run up as like with one fell swoop of my great sword. I'm gonna run up to this
He
one.
is going to get a readied action on you.
Go for it.
Rumbly magic.
He's going to bring a battle axe and try to cleave you in the face, and he
Oh.
just hits
That's not magic.
for 15, reduced to 7 points of slashing damage. Now you
Okay.
can attack.
You said 7 points of damage.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna smack him.
Okay.
That shouldn't have been at advantage.
Should not have been,
No, there's no reason it should have been at advantage.
and does not hit.
He was
No,
not
no.
reckless.
All right. This ogre can't get to you. This ogre is currently can't get to you. Roman.
All
They're
right.
traffic jammed. Too big.
I I'll sit up and use my action to get the boat the last 10 feet there. So I'm
All
bumping
right.
the dock. And then I'll have 15 feet, so I can move 5, 10, 15 to there. I'll use my bonus action to dash. I don't see anyone over here. And I'll just
Your body floating in the water.
Yeah, I'll move over to here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. This ogre can't get to you, Cerulean.
How far am I from the dock?
10 feet. The boat.
Okay, so like literally where it is on the map.
Yep.
Okay. Can I see the
No,
ogre?
I'm sorry. The boat itself is 10 feet back. You're 20 feet away from the dock.
Yeah, there's 10 feet
Okay.
of water.
I don't want to go in the water. And it'd be an action just to get it up to dock, right?
Good movement though. After that,
I got a bonus as well, and you need healing. So what I'll do is I'll get to the shore, I'll hop up, and I will drop. How much healing light do I have left? I've got 3. I'll dump 2 into Roman. So heal 8,
solid.
All right.
and I will. I'll stay where I am. Yeah.
Okay. The Razor Fiend. You guessed it. Still going after you, Tempest.
I kind of like yell out feebly, like, anyone?
And it will hit you twice.
Even with a
Disadvantage?
disadvantage?
22 and an 18.
Oh, God.
Missed the crit, though. The first attack is 19 points of slashing and 4 poison. The second attack is 10 piercing.
I'm down.
All right. And with him going down, the Razor Fiend will then disappear into the water again. And you doing some things. Tempest, please make your save.
I just collapsed to the bottom of the boat, I guess, at this point.
Good news is you're no longer encumbered.
Roll an natural 20.
Yeah. Let me just do that.
Gallows humor.
Son of a...
That's a hit dice.
That's it, dice.
Oh. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Well, still shit.
Bernard.
Worse.
Renard just kind of boom, pops back where he was just a moment ago, looking around to see what he can see. I see one thing. I'm going to use a single charge for my Wand of Magic Missiles on the Etten
Okay. You blast it in the head.
for
Knock them together. Boom.
6 points of damage, and then I do not go anywhere. That's my turn.
All right. Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh wait, I don't have that. I don't have that spell prepared. Never mind. Can I see, do I have a clear line of sight in the Etten from here?
Yeah. He's a big target.
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't gonna like accidentally hit 23 or something. I'm just doing some mental math here real fast. I'm going to fire my shoulder cannon first at the Etten. And hopefully it will knock him backwards into the water.
All right.
And then does he fall backwards into the agua?
He does.
Nice. And then I'll... Is Tempest's boat on the... It's not, because he jumped to the dock, didn't he?
He
I
did.
did.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
get to
just-
the boat.
I'm out here just kind of floating.
Yeah, I can't even get to your boat. Shit.
What's the distance between the boats?
10.
Side to side.
So yeah, they'd be more like this.
Shit.
I'm on the
He's
far
in the
left
far
there.
left one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
That's...
I don't have a way to get to him. I'm just gonna fire at the Etten with a musket.
All right. Advantage because you're invisible.
I would have broken visibility with my Eldritch
You would
Cannon.
have broken it. You're right. 15 will still hit. 9. All right. Vietin's gonna get pretty angry, and he's gonna athletics his way out of the climb back up.
Of course, it goes right after me.
You're there. He's gonna make his 2 attacks on 23. One of which will connect. Morning Star cracks you for 20, reduced to 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, Kolkorzul Ward Adept is going to appear right here. She's going to cast a lightning bolt. I need 23 and Roman to please make dexterity saving throws.
That's not what you want to hear. Awesome.
That is a pass from a 23, but that is a failure from Roman.
I'm just gonna go to sleep now.
You are indeed knocked unconscious. You actually think both of you do. 29. No, I'm sorry, Kevin. 23 will pass.
Do you guys think it's worth it?
What?
For me to counterspell this?
You can't see.
Oh, damn. Thought I could.
Oh yeah, you can. I'm lying. Yeah, you can see her.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, it's worth it. I counterspell it.
It
I think you
automatically.
have to. Oh, never mind.
Level 3 or lower is automatically dispelled.
We don't need anyone else down right now.
All right. She will curse at you, and then she's going to go run back up the stairs.
It's my spell slots, though.
Yeah, I mean, if I can reach people, I can get them back up and standing. I got plenty of potions on me, but
Well, I got an idea for Tempest. I'm probably gonna have to burn something for my staff, but that get him up guaranteed.
23.
I'm probably not inside. I'm in the boat. Collapse.
Storm Aura
yeah.
for 4 if it fails.
Yeah, I actually don't know how we fix Tempest.
I'm probably out of sight. Like the boat has sides. I'm collapsed.
You can still
Is
see
it-
it again sticking out.
Yeah, because you didn't
Does
make
it
an
fail?
effort to lay yourself flat. You just slumped.
I had no. I was over encumbered.
Right, but there's also benches in the boat, so you might have flopped over a bench.
It was either like flop over or dodge. I thought dodge would be better.
Well, no, I'm saying is like we can see you because you didn't make an effort to like lay on the bottom of the boat.
Does he fail the dex save?
No.
Okay, so 2 points of lightning damage, and then 2 attacks with Frostbrand.
That is
One will
one
miss.
extra setting.
17 will hit.
For
2 hits.
fucking garbage damage.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
All right. Still alive. The ogre traffic jam continues. Roman.
This is poop. They're 10 feet from the dock.
Got nothing.
I got stuff. It's just not good.
If I could just move.
I will see if I think I trusted Silverly, and I'm going to step forward and I'm going to stab this thing with a booming blade. I'm going to use Hex first on it and give it disadvantage on strength checks. Come on, booming blade. Don't be poop. Alright. Yes.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Alright, so is that.
And he bloodied.
So, D8 for booming blade, sneak attack, and hex.
All right, he's really bloodied.
Bonus action, stab him with the silver rapier.
Okay.
For 3.
Oh.
I mean, it's my offhand. It doesn't do much damage.
Yeah, but like if you had crit him, that would have been like a perfect time.
Yeah, like use those up. I will just. Is this boat touching the dock?
Yes.
Alright, I will just step back onto the boat so we're not as clumped.
All right. All right. The ogre party is still continuing. Cerulean.
Debating if I want to use my last healing lights or just burn a heal on Tempest, but we need him up.
I'm not. It's just gonna knock me down again.
Probably just spend that healing light.
I get back down, but I get
What
up
was
again.
that, Ian?
I was just saying, probably just spend that healing light. Is the more expendable resource.
Yeah, I mean, if you stay down, you might be safe. I will use the healing lights on Tempest to at least get him back up. So 4.
I wake up
And
and I
then-
stay prone.
It's probably smart. And I will throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at the end.
All right.
1. Nope. God damn it. 2.
Yes.
4. God damn it. 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Ha! That's my turn.
What does it do?
Alrighty. The Razor Fiend will pop out of the water. It's kind of
Oh,
shattering the boat as it
No.
died.
Bad too. Bad as well.
And it is going to breathe on all 3 of you.
No.
Well, technically, it's only breathing on Renard and Cerulean. I need Renard, Cerulean, and 23 to please make a Constitution saving throw.
You mean Kevin, not 23?
Yes.
No. 23. You have to make the save for me.
It's not good.
You
All
don't
right.
need to.
Reynard and Kevin will pass.
So do I take no damage or 4th damage?
Fourth.
Fourths.
Okay.
That's gonna hurt Cerulean
That's,
really bad.
those who failed is 46 points of poison damage.
Hold on.
Those who passed is 23.
Son of a bitch, I'm resistant to poison damage.
I know.
I'm still feeling like never mind.
I was calculating to make
Thought I-
sure it didn't go over my max HP.
Your max, yeah.
I'm good. We're good. I'm just unconscious.
Okay. That is its turn as it dives back under the water.
I hate this thing so bad.
Tempest, what are you gonna do?
Am I still encumbered? Is my strength still?
Yeah, no, it's not. Because you were unconscious. The spell ended.
So I can actually get up.
Half
That
your movement
takes-
to get up.
I know. I can't get to the dock. I'm still stuck on this damn boat.
You could paddle that boat forward, though.
With my action, I will get up and use my action to move the boat to this 3x3 area right next to the dock.
All right.
I'm just gonna jump out of the water and just kind of like slump against the corner here and just try and like avoid getting hit.
Okay. Renard.
Renard will move into Kevin's space and pour a potion into Cerulean's throat. For 7. And then I will move to here and hope I turn invisible. I disappear back to the ethereal plane.
Okay. Kevin.
You should remove the invisibility thing from me because I am visible. So I shot the Etten. There we go. I realized that when I was about to go make my concentration save, I was like, I broke that. All
Okay.
right, so how bad did this Etten look? Like really, really, really bad?
He looks bloodied.
Gonna move to there. Step over Cerulean. Excuse me, pardon me. Is
You're
this
excused.
ogre above, or is it on the same plane of?
Which ogre? The one behind him?
Yeah.
The same plane.
All right, I'm just going to take out the potion of greater healing, and I'm going to jam it in 23's mouth. Then I'm gonna feed that to him with my action,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot the Etten with my bonus action with the Eldritch
Alright.
Shoulder Cannon.
19 will hit. 12.
Die, 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 die.
No.
Damn it. Well,
And he's going to make a pair of swings at 23.
23, you got
I'm sorry.
44 plus 4.
Roll it.
Oh, I have to roll. I thought the drinker rolls it.
You're rolling. You're feeding it to him.
Mobby.
Well, that was a lot of opposites.
Some Christmas numbers up there.
All right. The end's gonna make its 2 swings on 23. Both of which will miss. Cold Core Zool War Adept is gonna pop on down right here again.
Don't do that.
She is going to cast. Let's see. Yep, she is going to cast a spell on a 20-foot radius.
I believe that we will win.
Cast it good old right here because she does not care about the end.
Well, that's rude.
Uh-oh.
As she casts Evard's Black Tentacles.
Oh
Gross.
boy. Where are the strength saves?
Dex, actually.
Oh, cool.
That's a much better save for me.
I need Cerulean.
No, apparently it's not that good.
As squirming ebony tentacles fill this 20-foot square. Not 20-foot radius, 20-foot square. Oh, good. Put it right there so she can see that. I lied, 23, or Kevin does not, or Cerulean does not have to make it. Either for the first time on a turn or starts his turn there. So everybody has to make a dexterity save with 3d6 bludgeoning and okay. So you're all taking it for the first time. So that's really awful damage. 7 points of damage to Kevin and Roman, and 3 points of damage to 23. And she's gonna back up. All right, 23. Can't hear you.
I'm gonna zap him.
You got a zap, but you also make a dex save at the start of your turn.
I have advantage because of danger sense.
Yes. That will pass. You only take 5 points of damage for the tentacle.
And it, since it's magical damage, I don't. It's.
Do not reduce it.
Okay.
The ogre.
So,
Oh yeah, I need to roll it for the freaking Etten. I'm sorry. That Etten's dead.
all right. In which case, I'm gonna run up these stairs.
So okay, then you will actually pop up right here, right in front of her.
Oh God. Okay. Then I'm gonna zap her. So I already did the damage for it, but it's a
Still
DC
fail.
14 for. Okay, 3 points of lightning damage, and then I'm going to take 2 attacks, reckless.
You have to make a
Frostband.
concentration check.
He makes the first one.
Darn.
Okay. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Killer.
All that damage.
15, 20.
So 20. Math is hard.
She still maintains
20 points of damage.
concentration.
Okay. Again
21 will hit.
for 17 points of damage.
17. She's still alive. Badly bloodied. And she fails concentration.
Oh my god.
That's good.
Yeah. That could have knocked me out
My
if I
turn.
failed to save.
Do you not get health back because the Etten died?
No. That's if I use my Hexblade.
Hexblade's curse.
Hexblade's
I
cursed.
used-
Okay.
Yeah, I just use regular Hex. I can just move the Hex with a bonus action.
All right. The Ogre can't go anywhere. This ogre is going to move over here, try to stab its club or stab its javelin through to get at you.
With advantage.
Yes. Though granted, you have partial AC because Knock-a-Lock is in the way. And it will miss. Run.
All right. First, I'm going to roll the concentration check for my hex. Awesome. I will not want to be near the water, so I want to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I go?
It's crowded. If you go any further, you're going to bump it into 23.
Okay. Here is good for now. I will throw a knife at her.
All right.
What about Eldritch Blast?
Sneak attack off an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, that's fair.
Wha.
13 will not hit.
Darn. That's my turn.
Bonus action?
Bonus action?
I can't. Can I bonus action throw a knife? If I throw one, I don't know if I can bonus action and throw another one.
That's the light property.
It does. I mean,
And it doesn't have the reload property.
You
It's
can.
like an offhand attack, so.
All right, offhand dagger.
Blake, confirm that for me.
If you're willing to get in the offhand, you could technically do it if you were to allow it, but he wouldn't get the dex bonus.
That'll hit regardless of the dex bonus.
I'll take that back then. I wouldn't have it in my offhand. Because I would have stowed at least one just to throw it, but I wouldn't put both my rapiers away.
All right.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. The Ogre is going to stompity stomp. You can feel a club kind of kick you from the back as he's going to try to attack Roman from behind. He's here, but he's also here. Same Ogre.
Ogre, what are you doing in my marsh?
As you are not clubbed in the back.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I'm alive. That's a start. I stand up, first of all.
Right back.
Oh shit, we can't be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be able to make it that far. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. We're trapped.
We literally are trapped. This sucks.
We're in a bad spot.
I could start moving off to this side. Because Renard's not back yet.
All the boats are technically viable. They're all next to the dock now.
Yeah, until the Razor Claw's like, what are you doing in there?
Totally.
Didn't the middle boat get destroyed when it surfaced?
It did.
That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, Cerulean is going to look heavy. I'm going to see if there's another way through the back. And I will dash. Oh, hey, look, there's Tempest.
Hi. Tempest looks like shit.
Just using a scroll sub action, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I can't use that. That sucks.
You can use the boat to get around me. You don't have to go through me.
I don't want to risk that. And plus, if I go right here, that's gonna be the end of my movement. So I might as well just stay here, and I'll just sort of crouch down. That'll be my turn.
Oh, but no.
All right. It's maneuvering. It does not attack yet. Tempest, what are you doing?
How high up is this wall?
That's an excellent question.
Like, to get to an opening.
That is an excellent question.
Let's see again.
Thank you.
It is a 15-foot climb.
I'm gonna look at Cerulean and be like, this is probably stupid, but I don't know. I have no better options. I'm going to bonus action chug my potion of climbing. I'm going to go up there. Ah!
This is just for an example. You kind of crack over the top where you can see a large hole in the section of the building's roof allows access to an area farther down. And you can actually see not only the second story, but the first story partially submerged in water, on top of which lies a very large pile of gold. Gems, jewels, and a single iron lockbox.
That's really cool. Don't care right now. Oh look, I'm obviously being sneaky about this. I would like to think. That's an ogre or a Etten, whatever.
That's an ogre.
Do they? I assume they don't notice me because they're not looking this way. I assume.
You think so?
Cool.
You're not being stealthy at this point, unless you made a stealth check for your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a stealth check for my action.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. Really? A +8 and I get out an 11?
Feel your pain.
Alright, so I am obvious as shit. I am just going to hang on. I don't know how I can do this, but I'm going to hang on the outside, just kind of like.
It's like spider climb.
Oh, it's like spider climb? It doesn't say that in push. It says you gain climbing speed equal. Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah, in that case, I'm thinking about this way too much. I'm just gonna like position myself on the outside and just kind of look for things. I'll be on the outside still. I won't be on the inside. I just gotta peek, I guess. I apologize for not knowing that's what I did. And I'll just kind of like be above water. I am scared shitless of that thing.
All right, Bernard.
Can you move me back outside? Because I'm technically outside. Thank you. Whoa.
Bernard will reappear over here. He will move peek. I don't see a damn thing. I will try and firebolt past Kevin towards the ogre that I can still see. 12. And I will move back to where I was and hope I turn invisible again.
All right.
I do not.
Okay. Kevin.
I'm
The ogre has its back turned towards you as it's currently trying to claw the crap out of Roman.
But I can't get by it, right?
No, you cannot move through somebody else's space that is hostile towards you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna use my other second level spell and cast Spider Climb on myself.
All right.
And I'm gonna tear up the wall.
You ascend 15 feet up, and you can see you're actually on top of the roof of a building.
Okay. Do I see any like holes or windows or anything way to get inside the building I'm standing on?
You see where Tempest is, to the left. About, let's see from your angle, about 25 feet that way.
And you said it's 15 feet up?
Yeah. Tempest is 20 feet this way, excuse me.
Okay.
What?
From my angle, can I see... No, hold on, that's not an arrow.
I'm up on a wall.
From my angle, can I see down, like, up this stairwell?
Yes, you can see the ogre that is currently right there.
If I move to, like... Why can't I move drag? If I move to, like, here, can I do I have a better angle through that stairwell? Or no?
No.
Okay. I'm just going to get on the roof, like, right here, then, and I'm just going to try and shoot the ogre into the water.
All right.
So I'm going to bonus action. Bonus action, Eldritch Shoulder Cannon. That's probably not going to hit.
And does not hit.
And I'm just gonna go like 5 more feet onto the roof so that hopefully the ogre can't see me and drop prone.
All right. Or add back. It's going to cast Vampiric Touch on 23.
No.
And misses.
Yeah.
Did you do with advantage?
She has advantage. You are correct.
Oh no.
You are hit for 13 points of necrotic damage. She regains herself some health.
Hit her back, 23.
Now your turn, 23.
One second, I'm doing math. Right. I'm going to
You can actually,
zap
go to
her.
you can actually go to your token
Mhm.
and click the green box that says whatever your HP is and type minus whatever. And
Oh,
it'll
shit,
do the math
check
for you.
Neat. All right, I'm gonna zap her.
Okay. She will fantastically fail that, and she would have died if she hadn't had vampiric touch.
I'm gonna reckless twice. Oh well, if she goes down with the first one, then move forward and do my thing.
18 will hit. She's toast.
Okay.
Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, still alive. I lied.
This fucking bitch!
Oh my god.
13 does not hit.
God damn it.
I hate.
What do you hate?
It's
Everything.
I'm programmed to do
Everything.
hate.
You're not programmed. I'm programmed.
Blessed be.
I can make you programmed.
Right. This ogre is going to start maneuvering to the other side of the building.
Oh no.
This ogre is going to try to spear 23.
Advantage.
Advantage. He will hit for 13, reduced to 6. Roman.
Hey guys, remember how we were gonna deal with the black dragon after this?
I think we're fine.
Ones, twos, threes. Can I technically? So can I do this in the order where I throw the knife first and then use my rapier second, and I'll take the rapier as the offhand?
Yes.
Okay. So I will use my action to throw a knife at her.
$18 will hit.
Dagger. Sneak
He
attack.
dies.
Not letting her live. And then I will turn around and give this guy a stab with Nari with the offhand.
This will be our last round of combat before the evening.
It's 14 hit?
14 hits.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll the silver rapier because that has the right damage. 8 damage.
All right. This ogre is going to attack you back.
Don't want him to.
He will miss. Cerulean.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Seeing the Tempest is,
20 feet in the air on the just like
yeah.
hey.
This side's clear. I'll start heading back. I can't stop in a friendly square, can I? Or
No.
okay, so I can see the ogre, but I don't. Kevin's in my way. Can I move my arm around Kevin and go?
You can try.
We're at the shot. I mean, we're pretty much in a bad spot right now. Anyway.
Cerulean, I'm not on the ground. I'm on the roof.
Oh, never mind then. So 18,
18 will hit.
and thank God you're on the roof.
Yep. 7.
7. Ah, come on, Eldritch Blast. You're not working with me tonight.
Okay. The Razor Fiend is doing something. Tempest.
All right, I'm going to use about 5-10 movement to get back in the room. If I hear fighting, right?
Yes.
I'm going in there and I'm gonna start shooting.
You will plop down the other side.
Yep, you know what? We'll just do that. I see them fighting. I'm fucking tired of all this. I shoot it.
Okay.
So anyways, I start blasting.
Well, you know what? Let's see if this finishes it first.
Those will both hit. The ogre is unharmed.
What?
That ogre is untouched.
Oh, it was damaged by my shots, but it's not immune to the hits.
Correct. It has not been harmed up until this point.
I was like, what?
Okay. I
thought
got
you-
panicked.
I was like, that's the god of ogres, run.
I fucking panicked. Okay, I'm action surging. I'm going to take 2 more shots.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, don't skip.
29 from a magical legendary bow. He's like, nope, no damage.
Jesus Christ. And one of these is probably going to have a Actually, 13. Is it looking rough?
Bloodied.
I'm throwing a trip attack onto that one.
Okay.
So. Ha! There's the damage I've been waiting for.
He fails too. He falls prone.
And there's another extra 8 damage. Is he still alive after that one?
Is.
I add another fucking trip attack on that because I'm fucking done.
I believe you have to declare that before.
I actually don't.
No?
It's one of the fun things I learned about the maneuvers. I can add it after it's been declared.
About to ad hoc that nonsense. Alright, he's dead.
I just come in and just start arrows blazing.
He's down.
I
Renard.
guess you.
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. I guess you just see arrows just start pinning him to the wall from the side there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spider climb myself, and I'm going to climb up the wall to look into the tower.
Alright, you are actually on top of a roof. You can see Tempest, where Tempest descended is about a 10-foot hole that descends.
Okay, I am going to stand up on top of the tower because I have no interest in being on the ground next to everybody else, considering what's been swimming around. And that's my turn.
So you are 1 square to the bottom right, but I can't put you inside the building because dynamic lighting is funky.
And I will
You can see a hole.
stay right where I am. Okay, that's
Okay.
my turn.
Kevin.
I can still see this ogre good, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to crawl over to the edge of the roof so I have a good line of sight on him, and I'm just going to point my musket down and take a shot.
Okay. You can't misfire, can you?
I don't think. You
Technically, I think I can, but
on a 1.
yeah, I don't think there's anything stopping me from it unless a magic gun can't misfire.
The magic guns can still misfire.
Yeah, then that's a misfire for the rifle.
Wow, that's the first that's happened to you in a long time.
That's a really bad time for that to happen, by the way.
And then I'll use my Eldritch Cannon to fire. The Eldritch Cannon can't misfire.
Alright, that'll hit.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh. And that knocks him into the water.
On top of his buddy.
Right onto the corpse pile with you.
Alright. 23.
Is that the one that's also right here?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I will move through room and space to go back and finish it off. And adjust. And move there, so that's 15 feet of, or I think it's 20 feet of movement. I'm gonna zap him.
Okay. He's dead.
I killed someone with my zap! I think that's the first time it's happened.
Everyone get inside. That fucker is in the water.
And then I'm gonna action chug a greater healing potion
Action.
and
chug.
run inside.
Alright. And that is where we're going to end this particular round of combat. I hope you all had a wonderful time in this harrowing experience. I apologize for the awkwardness we had a little bit earlier. Dealing with the enthusiastic maneuvers of players can sometimes be challenging as a dungeon master. Our DMs can no doubt attest to this. If you need to really turn down the volume on that battle, I think we're done with that.
So like 2 or 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
We're gonna come in like, oh shit.
I made notes
guys
of
had a
exactly what I was
wonderful
doing
show.
when the battle ended, so I can remember.
I hope you guys had a wonderful show. I know that I certainly did, seeing these guys attempt to challenge what is very likely one of the difficult battles of the entire chapter. They have been struggling. We'll see if they come out in the end in a couple of weeks as we re-engage them in the Battle of the Red Hand of Doom.
Oh boy.
See you all soon.
Bye. Pray for
Bye.
us.
Adios.